Hello there! From behind the O-line, this is Trammin episode 219. My name is Kirk, and as always, I'm joined by my friend, and he has a commanding stage presence, Christian Rainwater.
What's up, everybody? Our Big Thunder topic of the week is cast members.
Break a leg.
Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast. Please lower your head and watch your step while boarding. As a courtesy to other passengers, we ask that there be no eating, drinking, or smoking on board. In just a few moments, we will begin our trip into the Disneyland Resort news and topic of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, this tram is ready to depart. Driver, you are clear.
Welcome back to Trammin, everyone. Happy Wednesday. We are your hosts, Kirk and Rain. What's up, Rain?
Vibe check on JoJo Siwa.
Never liked her. Then,
Right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know now either. But I saw they were at...
They is the safe one that just works?
Yeah, that's why.
Because just real quick. People would argue, like, that makes no sense. I'm like, dude, when I don't know, this is like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
My memories, you know? If I don't know who you're talking about, or it's like, oh, my friend, they, them, whatever. It's not a big deal. But anyways.
Well, JoJo Siwa was drinking around the world because she turned 21 and apparently got punched in the face. Yeah.
Was it a deserved punch in the face?
She seemed obnoxious. Really obnoxious. You know, like, fresh 21-year-old.
Didn't they say, like, they invented something that everyone's been doing?
Oh, that dance?
Maybe.
Yeah, it looks like she's like, it's weird. It's weird. She moves her body very weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Child stars, poor things.
It just keeps coming up on my reels.
Can't you not interested and it doesn't work?
I never click it. I don't know.
Oh, dude,
I'm
always not interested.
I'm a slave to the algorithm.
No, I'm out, dude. I'm out. I'm getting out. All right. Real quick. You see these?
Yeah. What are those?
So these are original Downtown Disney postcards.
So cool.
Now, Kimmy found these in her the candy store in Laguna Beach.
What?
She's like, definitely no one's bought these in 20 years. So correct me if I'm wrong, Rain. That is the restaurant before Tortilla Joe's with like dancers on it.
100%.
Yeah.
100% could I see?
So I'm like, get two. She's like, are you gonna give one to Rain? I'm like, if he wants one, he can take it. I don't know if it's just gonna go in a pile.
It'll go on my shelf.
I'm thinking it's a shelf item.
Yeah. I love all these poorly photoshopped people on the bottom. Right there, smack. Or is that Photoshop? It is Photoshop, right?
It might just be a really bad photo.
Look at the bottom right.
Dude, their shadows are there. There's no way they photoshopped all that.
They look like renderings. Look, they're fake people under Jazz Kitchen, dude. Right? I don't know anymore. I don't know. I can ask AI if this is real or not.
Oh, dude, it doesn't know. AI doesn't know anything. But yeah, thank you, Kimmy.
This is great.
There might be a few more over there, but I'm like, just get two. I'll keep one in the studio. Rain could take one.
Thank you.
And it's the reason we talk about Cochinero all the time.
Yeah.
This is a flat piece of paper.
It is.
It's a flat piece of paper.
If it fits on my shelf, not Cochinero.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
We'll find a spot for now. Oh, speaking of Kimmy, I never put this back on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There it is.
Now they know it's Velcro.
You'd be surprised how useful Velcro is.
It's not Velcro, right? It's not Velcro. It's a hook and loop system.
Yeah, there you go.
But that's a 3M. What is that? What are those called? Command strip.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, check us out on YouTube. And we'll tell you all about that. No, that's not how that works. I'm going to redo the transition. Let's cast a wide net with
Mousekeeping. If this is your first time here, welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast where Kirk and I talk about the Disneyland Resort through and only through our eyes. Listen to full episodes every Wednesday or topic-only uploads on Big Thunder Thursdays. If you enjoy the show, like, subscribe, comment, and review us wherever you can, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and of course my favorite, YouTubes. For a visual guide of the show, follow @Trammin Podcast on Instagram, and right into the show, head to Trammin.com/ask. While you're on Trammin.com, catch up on lore, check out our recommendations, or download some artwork for your personal use. If you want to chat with us on Discord, ask us how. And you can find all these things and lore on Trammin.com.
Yes, you can.
Do you ever find yourself saying podcast? I feel like, what is that? The Pennsylvania accent?
That's not the That's the
Minnesota? No.
No, you're thinking.
No, New England?
New England, but mostly.
Bob, yeah.
Yeah, Barb. But Buffalo.
Oh,
upstate
okay.
New York.
Okay.
Yeah, the people who are way too close to Canada.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it because of Trammin? No.
What? No, there's a part in the mousekeeping where I say,
oh, Apple Podcast?
yeah, Apple Podcast.
Maybe because of the Apple
Yeah.
Podcast.
Yeah, the podcast.
Yeah. I remember Ryan Verdusco. Shout out.
How's Ryan? How's Ryan?
Shoot, it was his birthday like 4 days ago.
All right, happy birthday, Ryan.
Yeah, happy birthday.
How is he? I haven't talked to him in years.
He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have a Discord. But he said when the iPad came out, it's going to be real confusing in Canada. Are they talking about the iPod or the iPad? Hey, you check out that new iPad? Hey? Oh, man. What a time. What a time to be alive. But it's time for...
Caves Concoctions with Kirk and Rain.
I missed the Halloween one. Scary monsters and nice rides.
Yeah.
So, my brother Kev likes to concoct things, often beers, sometimes ciders, sometimes brownies. Today, we have my own correction. I forgot to mention his write-up from last week.
Oh.
So last week, he said it is a passion fruit cider that is 6.8%. It was fermented with mostly apple juice. Then I added some passion fruit. Wait, did I read this?
Yeah, I think you did.
I feel like I didn't.
I remember passion fruit.
Yeah, but I said that.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, we're just to remind everyone, I guess, passion fruit cider that is 6.8% fermented with mostly apple juice, then added some passion fruit flavor extract to give a little bit of tropical pizzazz. And to also distract from any funky flavors that are less desirable. Cheers. This week, he wrote, pineapple cider, 6.8%. Have nothing else to say, really. Cheers.
Cool.
Yeah, so to podcasting.
To podcast.
Cheers.
That's great.
This is better.
Yeah, that's great.
It's got a very hint of pineapple.
Yeah,
Like
right
a-
at the end.
Almost like this
Actually
tastes
forward.
the way a pineapple smells before you cut it.
Yeah, yeah.
So just like the whole fruit
I didn't.
up against the rind.
I didn't know how strong the outside of a pineapple is.
Yeah.
I saw a video of 1,000-degree metal ball going on top of it, and it unscathed.
Yeah. So it
Really cool.
it tastes the way that smells. Very light, has a touch of bitterness.
Yeah, that's a good cider.
Dude, Ace could never.
Yeah,
Ace is gross compared to this. Right?
I'm sure
Do you
there's
like
straight.
Ace. It's too sweet.
I don't look for it. I just had it with the Dole Whip because I thought it made sense.
How was that overall?
It, like I said, it's exactly what you think it tastes like. Dole Whip on top of a cider.
All right.
So
Thanks, Kev.
yeah, it's delicious, man.
Let's get in some news. We don't have any headlines. We got snack time.
No, heck yeah, dude.
So not much news, but Scott Gustin reports Creators Club, the concierge lounge at Pixar Place Hotel, will open at Disneyland Resort on May 24th. The club's decor includes concept art, maquettes, a ride vehicle from Jesse's Critter Carousel, and more.
So, really quick, concierge lounge. This is just an upcharge on your room, right? And then you can get access to this?
Yes, usually you need to also buy the room on the concierge floor.
Oh, okay.
Usually, but sometimes you can just add lounge access.
Okay.
And there was one time I got upgraded at the Grand Californian. I guess it's relevant to this episode. They put me on the concierge floor. I was like, do I get lounge access? They go, no, that's $400.
Yeah.
So is it worth it for one person? No. If your whole family is there, I don't know. I think it's a room upcharge.
Not an individual.
I think. But
Okay.
again, this was even 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It was like $400. Not really worth. But let's say mom, dad, and 2 kids. All right? Dad, 2 kids, whatever you want, right? It's unlimited alcohol. But it's like champagne, wine, beer, and like mimosas. I think sometimes they make drinks. It depends. They have like specific hours throughout the day where it's available, where sometimes it's just dessert hour.
Okay.
You go make your Nespresso and grab some like pastries, which I have like pictures of. They're like pretty decent. Sometimes they're like, we got meatballs. We got some like weird thing. Like we bake some cookies. We have this soup.
Are they pretty crowded?
Not really.
Okay.
Again,
Because I'd be
was a
upset if
while
I
ago.
paid that and then I'd have to
No,
wait
dude,
in
you
a long
walk
line.
in, the waiters recognize you, you tip them, they pour extra champagne in the mimosa.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's not like this amazing experience, but, and like, yeah, you want to try theme park food, but it's also like, you can just go take a break in the hotel. The kids can watch like a little Disney shorts. You can get drinks that you're prepaying for. Okay, Disneyland Hotel, you can watch fireworks from the window. And Grand Californian, I think they move you to some patio where you can watch it. Because I think that window doesn't.
That's not where you can watch World of Color?
That's the DVC thing.
That's a DVC thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and the perks could have changed. It might have been like $400 a while ago, and like there were 4 people in the room. They snuck me into the lounge. That was cool, but they're also like, we're not doing that anymore. Yeah, it's. I'm trying to see like under what situation would I use this.
It sounds like I would not.
We know too much.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we want to try all these things. I wonder if it's like, if your family gets snacky, or you might want it with like your kids, because instead of wrangling them in the parks to go eat, it's like, you know what, let's go back to the hotel, or like after the pool, everyone eats a little snack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a little lounge. But if you like that kind of thing, it's worth it to you. If you're not sure, I feel like it's not worth it.
Yeah.
How about that? I got to be careful about the worth it's now because of the Jenny Nicholson video. We're going to talk about that later.
Who's that? I have no idea.
You know who Jenny Nicholson is. You don't know what I'm talking about at the moment, but you know who Jenny Nicholson is.
Let's see. I saw that. I saw that thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the context is or anything going on with it.
I got to watch that video. So she is a YouTuber. She used to work at Disneyland. She has many Disney opinions and also like other opinions about movies and whatever. I think she's like a theater kid. But I've watched like old videos of hers. She's just like a YouTube commentator, but like from back in the day. And I think she's like our age too. So it's not like, not OG YouTube, but like back in the day YouTube before everything was like crazy produced. But she went to the Galactic Star Cruiser.
That's what it was. Okay.
It's a 4-hour video.
Mm-hmm. I've been seeing all these long Galactic Star Cruiser videos.
No, watch hers.
Okay.
I'll do this in Now Playing. It's worth it.
Okay.
It's worth talking about. But what were we talking? Oh, she had a whole worth it conversation. We'll bring that up later. But yeah. Concierge Lounge. It's like rich people activities.
It is. Yeah. It's when money's not an option.
Yeah. Or like it's
like, oh, the upgrade shirt.
If you want to blow money.
Yeah.
It's like fun to go to the Concierge Lounge. If you like to be catered on and have this like exclusive experience, that's what it's for. Is it a good value? No. Just go eat the food in the parks. I'm trying to think now. If you were a psycho and exclusively ate that food, you could probably get away with not spending as much money in the parks. Maybe. But you're going to get tired of meatballs. It's not,
exactly.
You're not ordering food.
Yeah.
You're just going up and then they're going to run out and then they're going to try to restock it. Like they might have orange chicken, but they don't have the chow mein, the fried rice. They don't have the spread.
But the orange chicken's probably on a toothpick kind of thing. Right?
No, sometimes it's in the big thing, the catering.
Oh, okay.
Platter.
The chiffon.
Sure.
Yeah.
You sure that's what it's called?
I think so. Yeah. Look it up.
What's it called?
Chiffon.
Catering. I don't know. I know how to spell chiffon, the fabric. Catering platter with heater. Chafing dishes?
Chafing dish. Then chiffon.
Chiffon.
Chafing.
Chiffon is the...
Yeah, it's the
It's almost
fabric.
a plasticky material.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's this like shiny, rough
Mhm.
material that like dresses or sashes are made out of. Rain, you're the material guy.
I am.
I'm
Never
the
used
material
chiffon.
scientist guy.
Never use chiffon.
Yeah. Not at the wedding?
Probably. I don't know.
I don't know. We haven't done wedded in a while, but
Nothing
done.
really.
You need to answer the questionnaire. So I can write your ceremony.
That I do.
Hey, you guys are stuck at home this weekend.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Next up on the news. That's what we're doing. I forgot. The reservation system on the internet in the browser now shows your no-shows.
I want to know, anybody listening, if it shows that you have outstanding no-shows.
It does.
No. I don't know anybody where it doesn't say 0.
Mine? Where it doesn't say 0?
Where it doesn't say 0.
Kimmy says 1 of.
It does say 1?
It says 1 of 3 no-shows.
Okay.
And it shows on mine. Or like not my account. Like I log in, both of our passes are there, and it shows.
Yeah. Okay, but on hers it says 1.
1 of 3 no-shows.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I heard rumblings that they weren't keeping track. Nope, they're keeping track.
Oh yeah, dude. Dude, Cali Bay got banned. Remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
What's up with that guy? Did we block him? I haven't seen.
No,
him.
I still see his stuff.
You do though.
Yeah, I still see him.
I don't think I blocked him. I
sent you a video today of his. I screen recorded and sent it to you.
Yeah.
But it's just like I use it for what's happening in the park now. That's it.
Oh, because he's always there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, security sucks right now.
Yeah, really bad. Really bad. When I went to this last week, on Friday, the security at Mickey and Friends was blocked. You couldn't, like, they were lining up outside of the security area where they reached capacity. Walked over to downtown Disney, and it was still pretty ridiculous. We got lucky and we got into this line, and they opened up the line next to it, and we were able to go pretty quick. But no, that's crazy.
Yeah. That should tell you something, Disney.
Yeah.
This is a problem.
Yeah.
You should not have to wait longer than 5 minutes for security.
Yep.
Yeah. Figure your stuff out. They're gonna get scanners.
Yeah.
For sure, dude. Because
it's becoming an issue.
Yeah, I think the union can complain as much as they want, but this is just like, no, we can't have this.
Yeah.
Like, and it's if they try to complain and say like, you know, this is what security takes. Like, you guys weren't doing this before, and now you don't know how to check thoroughly, and then it was just. I wonder if Disney was like, oh, this is fine because it goes quickly, and the people checking is better than a sensor sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And then they realized, oh, no, it's not. They were letting things through.
Yeah.
So here we are. And finally, there's a Club 33 movie by some directors that the boys say suck and some film company that sucks.
I saw the writer. The writer wrote Michael Fassbender's Assassin's Creed.
Didn't that movie
It was
bomb?
horrible. Yeah. He wrote something recently. Actually, I think I'm thinking of something complete. Oh, I'm thinking of the X-Men movie. Something completely different.
Yeah, there's a
What did he do?
Goosebumps. And then 21 Laps is the studio or something, which is not great.
Goosebumps still wasn't bad. It was all right. The Jack Black one. Fine.
That's who you want doing the Club 33 film?
What is a Club 33 film?
Dude, you know what they need to not do? There are still people who don't know about it.
Yeah.
It's an exclusive club. Why are you making a movie about it?
I don't know. That is there are so many other things Disney could be making a movie of, and Club 33 should not be it.
Yeah, I guess it's trying to be like Knives Out and Clue. It's not going to be any of those things.
No.
21 Royal should have been it.
Sure. But even then, there's like, I don't know.
They're drawing attention to Club 33.
Yeah.
Which is not something I think they need to be doing.
Yeah.
1901 would have been cooler.
Yeah, sure.
Club 33 it sounds bad.
Yeah.
As a movie.
Yeah.
Anyways, as far as I know, that's all we got for the news. Fantasmic coming back this week.
Oh, it's this week, huh?
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see what Murph looks like. The absence of her or the B mode of her. Doubt we'll see the same one. So
New scene is what they say.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's time for Your Right, in which members of the Tram fam write in with corrections and comments just like you can at tram.com/ask-rain. Cue up that corrections music, please. So, Elizabeth M., I think she wrote in before we recorded last week's episode.
I think so too. Yeah.
But that's okay. In my opinion, mission space is not fun. I'm not claustrophobic, and neither is my husband. But I literally thought I was dying. It is horrible.
Some people don't like that feeling.
I could imagine someone feeling like they're dying.
Yeah. And also, it's similar to the mission breakout feeling. Some people just don't like that drop feeling.
Yeah,
they can do rides.
This intense.
This is intense. Yeah.
This is more of like a California Screamin' feeling. Sorry, Incredicoaster.
Yeah, like a roller coaster G feeling.
The loop.
The loop.
It's the feeling of the loop pushing on your chest because you're spinning. Okay. But Monica also wrote in, I rarely feel claustrophobic, but I did not have a good time on Mission Space. I opted for green because orange sounded too intense. I should have just skipped it entirely. Green is all the enclosed space with none of the thrill.
That would have been weird, man.
Yeah, it's like, why am I locked in here?
Yeah.
Vicky writes in, honestly, Figment is better the second or third time around. It grows on you.
I don't know, but
And then I was going to say, I was going to reply with, if that's what makes you go to sleep at night. And then she just wrote another message. That's the lie I tell myself.
Yeah.
Kimmy writes in, I Want It That Way by NSYNC. Hurt my soul to hear. And Tiffy Luna said, yep, I Want It That Way is a Backstreet Boys song.
Yep.
My bad.
Yeah. I should have got that too.
Yeah. I think we also sang NSYNC's Backstreet's Back, right?
No, that's okay.
But we did also sing that.
We did. Yeah, 2 Backstreet Boys songs. Yeah. I just wanted to let it be known that No Strings Attached was probably my first album I ever got. One of the first albums. So, my bad on the NSYNC. I'm definitely on the NSYNC train.
It's like the first CD you ever got?
Yeah.
Mine might have been first CD I purchased or got purchased, whatever. Might have been American Idiot.
Nah, that was in the same No, the NSYNC album was, we were like in second grade, I think.
Yeah, I never.
And then after that, I got into Linkin Park.
Oh, it was Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Forget American Idiot.
Hybrid Theory.
Meteora for me.
Hybrid Theory and then Meteora. It's great albums.
Dude, Meteora is every fourth grader's favorite album.
Great album, too.
It is a good album.
Yeah.
So now, to be clear, I listened to many albums before that. We had like pirated music because everyone did. My mom had albums. Like my mom had like the Britney Spears album, Shania Twain, shout out. And then we used to listen to the radio. Like I feel like I grew up with Daft Punk, even though I never had a CD.
Interesting.
It was like on the radio back then.
My dad had like one of those really big folders with all the CDs in it.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. And so when I was a kid, they stole that folder and it was like thousands of CDs or something.
Yep.
And except his John Denver CD, which I hated.
They specifically took that one out, and
it was the only one in the CD player.
Oof.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I grew up. My dad's car's CD changer had the heavy rotation was, I think, an Aerosmith Greatest Hits album.
Oh, okay.
A
Dream On.
ELO.
Oh, Electric Light Orchestra.
That might have also been the Greatest Hits.
Yeah.
It was it was like a shiny, clear, quote unquote, CD with like a yellow thing on it.
Okay.
Turn of Stone was my favorite song as a kid. And then, he had the Journey Greatest Hits.
I hated Journey. My dad loved Journey, and I hated Journey.
Wait, was it Journey? He had a Journey album. We never really listened to it.
Yeah.
Jethro Tull.
Oh,
shout out, dude! Come on, that was sick.
Yeah.
Jethro Tull, and finally, Rush. Rush was my first concert.
You saw Rush?
I saw Rush at the Verizon Wireless Amphitheater.
That's cool, man.
And then I saw Aerosmith with Lenny Kravitz.
Okay.
Yeah, and then my dad took me to. He took me and my brother to the Bravery with Linkin Park and Chris Cornell.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And then,
dang, 2 guys who passed right there, dude.
They were best friends.
Yeah.
If one affected the other, but then he took me to Almost Acoustic Christmas, and he had a headache, and he was like, "I'm never taking you to a concert again." Not like it wasn't like a mean thing. He was like, "I can't do that anymore." So then the next Almost Acoustic Christmas and Weenie Roast, I went with my cousin Kadeen. Shout out. So,
shout out to K-Rock, dude. The good old days of K-Rock.
Yeah, and then Rise Against was at every show, and we were like, all right.
We get it.
Dude, Chris Reagan loves Rise Against.
I've heard them talk about it.
He's so weird.
Yeah. It's such a weird pull, man.
Yeah. But, dude, that was back in the day where, like, Almost Acoustic Christmas, like, I saw Muse. I
Yeah,
saw
that's cool.
Phoenix. I saw The Offspring.
Simple Plan?
No. No.
Missed them.
Yeah.
Missed them again.
I did see White Rabbits. Is that what they're?
Wow. What's that?
And then Metric.
Oh, Metric.
Yeah. Oh, bigger bands too. AFI. I saw.
That's a flex.
That's the show my dad took me to.
That's a flex. I wish I would have seen AFI.
Yeah, AFI. I'll have to find. Ask me for the lineup or go find it. Almost Acoustic Christmas. I went like 08 and 09 or something, and Weenie Roast was 2009.
I think AFI is probably my top 5 bands ever.
Really?
I love Sing of Sorrows.
Dude, that was the Miss Murder.
Oh, that was the
era.
Miss Murder era. Okay.
Yeah, dude, and they were playing with wireless guitars.
Did you ever hear
People don't like them.
Remember Black Audio?
No.
It was the spin-off band of Davey Havoc and the guitars, and it was like an 80s retro synth band.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, and then Weenie Roast. My biggest flex is I saw Travis Barker and DJ AM,
Oh, that's
and
cool.
they were a surprise guest.
That's cool.
They,
R.I.P. Another man. You've seen a lot of people have passed, dude.
dude, I saw Stone Temple Pilots.
Jesus, man. Just 4.
Yeah, there's probably more. It sounds dark. Oh, I was supposed to see Lou Reed at Coachella when he was sick.
Called
and
out.
then, and then he died.
Yeah.
So,
Saw Juice WRLD in one of his last performances. R.I.P.
still not entirely sure who Juice WRLD is.
Love Juice WRLD. One of my favorite albums of all time.
Yeah. It's funny. If you ask me if I've seen a movie, probably not. If I've seen a band, probably. I've seen a lot of bands. Because
Yeah.
I've been to festivals and Coachella.
Yeah.
Coachella crosses so many off.
It does. It does.
Like I saw the Chili Peppers.
Yeah. Okay.
They were just there.
yeah.
Oddly enough, haven't seen System of a Down.
I would. That's pretty rare these days.
They're doing a show in August in San Francisco. I'm my cousin's backup plan.
Okay.
Because
Nice.
he's going with his best friend. They've gone to many System of a Down shows, but he's our friend, the
Yeah.
friend. He's having a kid, and he should be able to go. But I'm like, hey,
You never know.
they're like, Autumn, if you can't go, I'm down.
yeah.
Autumn's like, really? You'll go up there? I go, yes, but we're not driving back the same day or whatever. I think we're
Yeah.
taking a train. We're
Okay.
gonna go. I keep saying we like I'm going,
Yeah.
but I was like, I will go to that show because I've never seen them and I want to.
I just want to confirm they are Armenian, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
hardcore Armenian,
okay.
dude.
Okay. I just want to.
Yeah, my Dodon's one of my classmates growing up was Dodon's cousin.
Who's that on?
Dodon is the
guitarist?
The guitarist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of
Like
course
his,
it is.
Like
He got
he's-
some family ties. Yeah.
Oh my friend Chris's mom was like his first cousin. Like they had the same last name. So,
okay.
Like, and here's the thing: there are so few Armenians. Like he wasn't lying. Like this was real. And then as far as Serge,
Yeah.
everyone knows Serge. Everyone's dad is friends with him except mine. Because my dad doesn't hang out like in the Armenian center. But like my dad's classmate or my parents' classmates, like they
all
know
know
him
him.
from whatever. Everyone knows Serge.
Okay.
Everyone. Yeah. And he opened a coffee shop. Is it still around?
Oh, I saw that. I
So
saw
here's
that.
the funny
I
thing.
don't
He named it kavat,
know.
which means cup.
Huh.
Like little like coffee cup, like
Yeah.
little cup. It means just cup, but we know what it means, right? But coffee in Armenian is surj. And Aram, my cousin's like, why didn't he just call it surj tankan?
Big miss.
Big miss,
Big miss.
dude. And no one would get it.
Yeah.
But do they know what kavat is? No. Surj tankan? Dang.
Yeah.
Where did we go? People like music, right?
They do.
People like the
They
music
do.
talk. We're just flexing is what
Yeah.
we're doing.
I see Carlos R next, but this is Uncle Carlos, but I was thinking of Nicelos because me and Nicelos like started talking about Mars Volta.
You guys in the Mars Volta?
Yeah, dude,
I keep telling him I'm going to sneak onto a show one day. I just have not had a good Monday.
Yeah.
So it's going to happen, dude. Also, the weeks keep filling up, and I'm trying for that not to happen.
Yeah.
So maybe, dude.
It's crazy how fast plans happen. It's almost annoying at this point, dude.
Here, I mentioned this earlier to some friends. I had to cancel stuff
Yeah.
this weekend, and I'm not a canceler, but it wasn't like a
Concrete.
one-on-one hangout. It
Yeah.
was like me showing up somewhere. I had 6 days of plans, if not 6 days of plans in South Orange County. Couldn't do it.
Yeah. That's too much.
I couldn't do it because I would just lose my mind, and I didn't want to go somewhere and then be a party pooper.
yeah.
That was my mentality. Not like I don't want to go to these things. It's if I go there and I'm in a bad mood, I don't want to.
Then why go?
I don't want to bring that.
Right.
I'd rather
Yeah,
be like, oh, look, I'm happy to see you guys.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah. How do we get? Carlos R. writes in, I am one of those people who's never been to Hawaii. I did fly to Mexico in 1979. My most recent flights have been to Minnesota to visit family. So I will say two things. One, we did arrive at, if you get on a plane to visit family often, probably not going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
But two, I'm going to take the L on this one. And I was wrong. Now,
We're clipping that.
I want to say, this is not some out of touch money thing. Because I know most of the people I know who've been to Hawaii don't have money. Like money.
That's the big
even,
vacation.
It's the I did say this. It is the West Coast splurge vacation.
Yeah, it is.
Even
It
if
is.
it's once in a lifetime.
Mhm.
Like my grandpa whatever. Priest, just had like, you know, the whole family supported each other, whatever. But they'd go to Hawaii because it's the shortest thing from here. It's like if you're going to Texas, you go to Hawaii. You know, it's especially Honolulu. You could stay in any hotel. If you're going to Maui and you're going to like Hilton Waikoloa Village, yeah, it costs a little more.
Yeah.
Aulani, ton of money, but it's a
But you can stay at a Best Western.
yeah.
It's Holiday Inn kind of.
Dude, yeah, people do that. in
I stayed at a
Honolulu.
Holiday Inn in Honolulu.
Yeah,
Did not like that.
Yeah, but it's a thing that people here do. But I was wrong in the way I presented that. But it's not like this outlandish, ridiculous comment.
Yeah.
Like lots of people have been to Hawaii, even if it's their once in a lifetime vacation. That's where the West Coasters go if they're not Disney people.
Yeah, because where else do we go?
Yeah, we don't. There are many people here never been to Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
I'm actually shocked at how many people wrote in about their Walt Disney World experience. I'm like,
A lot of it's more. I feel like it's more accessible now, for some weird reason. I don't know what it is.
it's because.
More people go to Walt Disney World now than ever before.
Yeah, generally, but I mean, like people, it's always been like this crazy destination.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Thompsons from Iowa. This is the Jenny Nicholson video, but that's who goes to Walt Disney World. The Thompsons from Iowa.
Yeah.
Where else are they gonna? They're not going to Hawaii. It's so far.
Mm-hmm.
Florida's cheap, but for the price you pay at Walt Disney World, you can go on a better Hawaii trip probably.
You can, for sure. It
Yeah.
depends on what you're looking for, though. You know.
Yeah, if you want.
I think kids have a better time over there.
Yeah. You don't have to write in because we will figure it out if you don't. But I want to do a Walt Disney World like
Takes
discussion episode.
Yeah.
How long should we wait? We got to give a little buffer.
Yeah.
I
got people wanting to come on. Ricardo wants to come on the show. He said, when you guys want to do a discussion about Walt Disney World, let me come on. And I said, or call him, either one. But he said he's down.
Is he down to sit here for 3 hours?
He's down to sit here. He's down.
Interesting.
He wants to talk about his forward and backwards and darkness, and he wants.
That's not what I'm going to talk about though.
What are you going to talk about?
The concept of Walt Disney World versus Disneyland. Like
The concept
of going there. Not even the concept of building it.
Mm-hmm.
The concept of taking your vacation at Walt Disney World
Mhm.
versus taking your vacation in like California.
Okay.
And how most people, they don't vacation in Disneyland. They just go to Disneyland. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're coming out here to vacation, you're already going, you are going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Right? You're not.
Or you're doing the LA thing.
The LA, California trip.
Yeah.
But now you're traveling
Mm-hmm.
around the U.S. You're seeing the U.S. Whereas you're not traveling to Florida when you go to Walt Disney World. You're just going to Walt Disney. It's the Florida vacation. It's or even Universal and whatever, which you could talk about.
Yeah.
That would be a separate thing. We could just do a Trammin plus Ricardo
We can.
whenever he wants.
Okay. I'll talk to him.
Yeah, we could just do like I don't know.
Can you believe that his flight for this past week to Indianapolis, he got delayed 5 hours on Delta, and then his layover got delayed 5 hours.
So you got lucky?
No. He got delayed twice in total.
But would he have been late to the other one?
No, it was a 30-minute layover that he was going to have. But because the first one got delayed,
Uh-huh.
the second one got delayed also. So he was in the
many people were making that kind of flight.
So his layover turned in from 30 minutes to 5 hours, even though he was already
they
late.
delayed that 10 hours.
Exactly.
Jeez. Oh,
Yeah.
because they had to find a spot, I guess.
Yeah. Sucks.
Delta, man. I
Delta,
thought we were cool with Delta.
Yeah, I thought so too. Well,
And there he is. Oh, pro tip, apparently. I don't know why Frank is the pro.
Yeah.
About
Starbucks.
I don't know why I throw so much shade at Frank. I don't think I mentioned it here. I think I hung out with him the most.
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah, we just became buds.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can connect your Starbucks account to Delta Sky Miles. And 1 point is 1 mile?
I saw that, yeah. And Ricardo's got 1,600 points in that Starbucks account.
Well, no, it's on new spending, I assume.
You have to connect it, and then after.
Every dollar you spend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nella knows this. You can connect Uber to Marriott Bonvoy. And it counts Uber Eats. But what do you use for you still deliver? What do you do?
I don't deliver as much anymore, like nearly as much. DoorDash. I've had Grubhub because it comes for free on Amazon, or I get it for free. I've used Uber, and by far DoorDash is the best.
Because you bribe them.
You bribe them, yeah.
You bribe them with tips.
Yeah.
What's your bribe?
Depends. I usually do like a solid, like let's say it's a $50 order. Solid $9.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah.
Just get in your car.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't do it very often anymore. And if I do, there's usually a
You
reason.
do groceries though, huh?
I do.
Because every time you show me your phone, you have an Instacart notification.
Instacart more than DoorDash now, but I feel like I do my every 2 week Sam's trip now, or Costco, depending. But I've been liking Sam's more lately. I don't like Walmart. I hate Walmart, but the Costco by my house is just so crazy.
You got to find a good Costco now.
That's
It's
the
weird.
thing. Yeah, that's the
Kimmy
thing.
goes to the Costco by my parents' house.
That one's probably nice. And I've eaten there.
Because she goes to the Irvine one, or has been there, and it's a mess.
Yeah, Point of Hills is probably the worst one. If not, not Monterey Park.
Bad.
Monterey Park is probably the worst.
Oh, that's the new one?
Yeah.
Dude, remember when it was like in its own valley?
Yeah.
In Montebello?
Yeah. And now that's the Stranger Things experience and Bubble World and Jurassic World or something.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Remember that Sears, dude?
Yeah, I remember the Sears.
Remember that life?
Yeah. Sears?
Just the whole life back then.
Yeah. Yeah. The bad AMC.
They made a comment on that AMC.
Yeah.
That was the first.
One with recliners.
Yeah.
It was.
Because they were like, I don't know what's gonna happen here.
Yeah.
The first reserved seating thing.
Yeah.
That was wild. They don't have stadium seating there, which is why it sucks probably. But they brought this up on maybe Sacred Symbols. It would be nice to go back to that time so we can see, was it truly better?
Or are we looking at it with rose tinted glasses?
Yeah, I know part of it is rose tinted.
Yeah.
But like, look, everything's easier on the phone, but was it really bad without it? We knew how to get everywhere.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
Thomas Guide.
Yeah. And even like the navigation, it was fine.
The navigation area. Yeah.
Look,
the Garmin.
You know when there's going to be traffic. It saves you 5 minutes, right? It's not. Was it a better time?
I still put it every day for work and back.
But you're shaving off a minute, dude.
Yeah.
1 minute. Like there's 3 ways I can go to work. And if one of them has a long red light, it's the same as the other one.
Yeah.
And like, I even know now if it's past a certain point. By the way, we do this for traffic. We know how to get to work. After a certain time, if I go one way, the left turn lane backs up. So I go the other way. It's like, you got to figure it out.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah.
So, was it better? Right in. I think
it was.
I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was.
It's just simple. There's less.
Yeah.
Less is more. That's actually going to be an episode coming up. You know what? Because we've delayed this long enough, I should add this episode that I thought of yesterday while brushing my teeth.
That's always the best. The shower thought, and sometimes they're too intrusive though. Sometimes
it's always about work. In the
always,
shower.
always.
I don't enjoy my showers
because you're thinking about work. Yeah.
Okay. Man. Oh, this week was supposed to be Selena's episode.
I saw that. I don't even know what that is. I know who that is. I don't know what the topic is though.
Rain's Epcot back. Wait. Is this? Did we?
219?
Is this supposed to be 219?
I don't know, dude. That's why I thought it was kind of off.
Yeah, this is episode 218.
Is it 218?
Whoops.
Are you sure?
Yes, 100%. I just checked. The last one was 217.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Man.
It is what it is.
I'm sorry. Do we re-record that, or do people just?
I don't know.
Dude, they're gonna be like, wait, what? Which one is this? Okay, so this cast members. Okay, so Rain, you decide now. Do we do this episode next week and then Selena's episode? Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. That's not what the name is not going to be Selena's episode. It just that'll remind me to go into the DM she sent us. And if that's still there.
And use it as the base. Okay.
Yeah, use it as the base. And then what did we just bring up? Walt Disney World. Maybe we could do it like that. Then it's been a month, you know? I don't know.
You tell me.
And what did we just talk about? The past?
Yeah.
I swear there. Oh, my other episode.
Shower or toothbrush thoughts.
Okay, Rain, where would you put a negative episode here?
After Selena's episode.
So move. Yeah, and then bring it back the next week.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Yeah, perfect. Because when's Disneyland's anniversary? 17th?
No idea.
You should know this. Disneyland opening date. July 17th. Oh, we got time.
God, dude, I'm so upset with Gemini. Gemini bar, whatever it's called now. Impacting my leads at work.
Huh?
They use
because it
truncates. Where do I get a custom made inflatable? And we're not in the 3, I guess. That the AI lords have decided.
How do you type where do I?
Yeah. Or how do I get a custom inflatable? I think that's what triggers the AI. Sometimes it does, sometimes
there's
it
no
doesn't.
AI here.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Huh. Interesting. I wonder if it's because I'm in incognito.
No. It's random.
Oh,
dude.
you're in it's a beta or whatever. Did you see this? That you can, there's a web tab now.
What does that mean?
So this is all.
Yeah.
And then you can hit web to get just your web results.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyways, no one cares about any of this. I need to. This is what bothers me, dude. You can't alt tab to another Brave window. You have to do this crap. Same window, same.
You know you can push command 1, 2, 3.
No, but if you're already in Brave, and then there's an incognito window, you can't switch between the two windows.
Oh, okay.
How?
Okay.
That's such an oversight.
It just needs to be a tab.
Yeah. Okay. This is how far? 42 minutes. All right. Okay. We have now scheduled a bunch of episodes.
Cool.
Okay. So Carlos R. I was wrong.
Yes, you were.
But now I want to do the Hawaii poll.
How many people have been to Hawaii?
Yeah. Has Gabriel been to Hawaii? Was he messing?
I don't think so.
No, he's messing with me.
Yeah. No, I don't think he has been.
No, he was like,
Oh,
yeah,
he
I've
said he-
totally been.
Oh, yeah, he's messing with you.
Yeah, I know. Dude, there's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I say this. If Sos or Gabriel tell you something,
Believe 30% of what they say.
no, just don't believe the first thing they say.
That's good. That's good.
Just pause
Yeah.
and then wait for them to be like, nah. Well, Sos will tell you he's messing with you. Gabriel commits forever.
Yeah.
Take it to the grave.
Yeah, he will.
All right. And finally, Robert writes in. It was only a matter of time before a video game came into the lore. I think it's really cool. I know nothing about Pokemon, but I'm sure my kids will have a better understanding of it. I call dibs on being the bad guy in the expansion pack.
Good Giovanni.
Do you have a Giovanni?
I do have a Giovanni. Yeah, I do have a Giovanni. I do have a Giovanni.
He'd be a good Giovanni.
He would. He would.
Yeah, there are no other villains in the first one. Huh?
I like my Giovanni, though. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
And I've used Giovanni's sprite on somebody else. Like the body sprite, and then I've changed the head. Yeah.
I'm trying to think, who could
I need
Robert,
to continue working, dude.
who could Robert be?
Robert could be a backpack hiker. Right?
Perfect. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you would just say, Robert, the hiker.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even got to change it.
Isn't there one at a foot of a mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Outside of a cave, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Mount Moon.
There you go. Dude. Perfect, because one of his daughter's names.
There you go.
Luna.
Yeah. There you go.
Oof. There you go, dude.
I'll add that. I'll add that tonight. That's easy.
Robert outside of Mount Moon. Okay. He said, just imagine a 6'2" giant ride operator or tram driver, hurling health diminishing horrible jokes and puns. It's not that type of game. Maybe I could throw in some old safety spiel phrases, or I could chant, "Remain seated, please. If I win the battle at Rain, if you need any sound bites or material, let me know."
We'll do.
Robert, this is
whether we got some bits
I really
and boops.
appreciate this write-in.
Yeah.
There's no voice.
Yeah.
The Pokemon don't even say their names. They just be like, yeah. And it doesn't even sound that good. It's a remade Game Boy game, the original Game Boy.
Yeah.
Which is wild that they were Game Boy games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and that Gold and Silver worked on Game Boy.
Yeah, but they were mainly color.
Yeah, but they had like a Game Boy version because
Right.
they didn't have they had the old style cart.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy times.
Yeah.
Crazy times. So yeah.
Like I said, you can start playing. I just gotta.
You haven't sent it to me.
I haven't sent it yet?
No.
Oh, what the heck?
Unless it's in that folder.
Oh no, I don't think so. Yeah, okay, I'll send it. You can just don't pass the. You just can't get to the second gym.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I would beat the first gym and stop.
Yeah, there you go. That you can't do.
And that's a good place to stop anyway because it's clear cut.
Yeah, and then but you need to send me the file that you're playing with.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I just need the save file. I can edit over a save file, but I need the save file.
So you have to edit over a save file anyway?
Yeah. Yeah. So like the save file I have right now, I'm at the first gym.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know how this works.
Yeah. I would like to edit myself as Oak, the overworld sprite, but that's gonna be. I'd have to make it from scratch. Yeah.
Just change your hair color.
Yeah. I probably could do that actually. Overworld sprites are the hardest part. In battle sprites, easy. Not easy, but a lot
Because they
easier.
just slide out.
No, it's because there's so many variations of overworld stuff.
Yeah, but how many variations of oak are there?
You'd be surprised, dude. You'd be surprised. I think 5 or 6.
We're whooshing right now because forgot his name. Wrote in about whooshing about video game stuff. I know his
Man, your
Instagram.
iPhone looks so nice, dude. Dude. Apple makes a beautiful product. Tell
I
you that.
have the bare titanium or
Yeah.
quote unquote bare titanium one, and it does look cool. I know his Instagram username. I'm sorry I forgot your name. He's still new here. Hold on. He doesn't. Did he say his name? You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Mod Pro 1?
Oh yeah.
Nick.
Yeah.
Nick H. Nick H.
Yeah,
Yeah, he wrote in.
Mr. What's it called? The style. Mid-century modern.
Mid-century modern.
Mr. Mid-century
like post-modern century?
Yeah.
No, not that one. Yeah.
In the middle of that.
Yeah. He said we lose him on now playing
Mm-hmm. Okay.
because he doesn't
Play the video
he
juegos.
gave us very like such fun and thoughtful content, loyal listener, all that for
Yeah.
sure. But that's okay. We lose Kimmy on now playing.
No playing.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now playing this week, not video games. That does look good, huh?
It does.
So I need a Nardo Gray Audi. You know what that means, right? In. Okay. Robert, thank you for writing in. If we ever make a video game with voices, man, what? Just because we're still here, what would the Trammin video game be?
Dude, I had such a hard time even with a name for your game. I asked the boys. Nobody could come up with a good name for a Pokemon version game for you.
Like instead of Fire Red?
I called it Pokemon because it's still a Pokemon game. Kirk's Adventure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I put
Kirk's
Tram
Conquest.
with a K.
Yeah. I don't know. Kirk's Kingdom. No.
I
it's
thought
the
I
Kingdom.
saw that was one option.
Oh.
Anyway.
What?
No, it
No, but
frustrates me. Frustrates me because I kept thinking, like, and then what would be the variation if I do my own game? It has to kind of line up.
See, if you didn't do the Fire and Leaf Green,
Yeah,
we could have done like Sark Sapphire and Ruby Rain, or Rain.
and done.
yeah, Sapphire Sark and Ruby Rain.
The only reason why I did Fire Red is because I know the game so well and I know what I need to change. Sapphire, I'd be like, what town do you start in?
Okay,
Newbark, right?
is
I
it
think-
too late to change it to Leaf Green? Like, could you like port it over since I have no save file?
I don't think so. I got to go through my change log, see how much I've actually done.
How does the editing work?
You edit a raw, virgin ROM, and you go in there and individualize everything.
Because
Edit the code.
you could just call it like, instead of like green, be Krypton, like kryptonite, right? And then yours could be like rain red.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
But with red,
I mean, we're in the beta. We're in the beta still, so maybe I'll change it eventually.
what do you mean?
Like,
The name?
yeah, I can still change stuff. I have the content. It was the hardest part.
Yeah.
Now it's just putting that content in the game.
I don't know.
Think about it.
Let us know. Pokemon names or Pokemon game names.
Yeah.
Because it has to be color related
Or just like the newer ones are. No, they're still colors, huh?
Yeah.
What was the one before the newest one? Between
Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield. Yeah.
Mm.
Just some kind of yin and yang.
Yeah. The yellow line is not, you know.
A yellow version. Pretty good.
Okay. We spent too long not doing the show. This here's our Big Thunder topic of the week. Cast members. So, there's all this talk of the
Unionization.
There are many unions.
Yeah.
Right.
And not all cast members at Disneyland are in a union.
Right. But that was like, you know what? We got a long ride in from Ozzy. Let's do a short episode.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I was like, I don't want to do the other episode yet.
Yeah.
Let's do a cast members episode.
Cool.
So cast members are like the true magic of the Disney parks.
They are.
They're the
secret sauce.
No, they channel the magic. Because obviously you got the castle and the rides, but like how does that magic get to you? Through the cast members. How about that?
People have to make it.
They're the magic makers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wrote that. They're the true magic makers of Disney parks. So I didn't even have to explain myself if I read my own notes. Because they are not the magic. They make the magic happen, which is also a parade that they are in.
There.
So I actually wanted whatever. So I think they're often underappreciated, definitely undervalued, especially by the company. And people here write in about cast members all the time, how they made magic. So like we get it, right? We love cast members, but like you know what? We'll give them an episode. Not that this does anything for them.
Really quick, anybody employed by Disneyland is considered a cast member.
I think Disney parks.
Disney parks, okay.
Like Josh D'Amaro is a cast
member.
Yeah,
people who
they
work
have
in
the tag. But you know what's weird?
It's a different tag.
It's Parks Experiences Products, because the Disney store back in the day, they had the cast member tag.
I remember that.
Yeah, but I think wait,
people in TDA have tags.
Yeah, but does Animation Studios have the tag? I think everyone has the tags now. I think if you work at Disney, you have a tag. I know someone in Disney Legal.
Like
she has the tag.
if you're on Disney payroll.
Yeah, I don't know if you're a cast member for all of it, but that you do have. Let's just Google Disney cast member, and then I'm getting the AI here.
Yeah, you see.
Disney employee who works at Disney parks or Disney store. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but everyone does have the tag.
Okay.
Because I know my friend in legal has the tag, and it's like she's not a cast member; she's a paralegal.
Yeah.
But Disney employee all the same. So what's crazy is they're just like these hourly workers, right? Most of them, and they know basically everything about the parks.
Yeah.
They know where the bathrooms are. They know where to get the Cocoa Puff coffee.
Yeah, they're a little more knowledgeable than
the average employee.
Yeah, about where they work.
Yeah, like you could ask, like some of my employees, they don't know what the other one does. They know what he does, but like, oh, what's the answer to this? Like, dude, asking the wrong guy.
I think that's a really interesting thought, because most people who work somewhere don't usually see that place also as a recreational part of their life. And a lot of cast members, even though they work there, love going to the parks. Whether it's to the different, I think it really depends on the job. But like, let's say you work in retail. You're only going to stay in that store, so the rest of the park is still fun. If that makes any sense. I haven't really met a cast member who's like, I don't want to go.
Yeah, it's weird. They
enjoy going to the park still.
Most of them, yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of talk about that too with like, this weird relationship that they have with the company.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they know everything.
Mm-hmm.
They're knowledgeable because they're fans. And people expect that they know everything too.
They do.
And they, for the most part, should. Like, I remember just in Epcot, I walked up to a cast member and was like, where does the fireworks come out of? She's like, right there. Now, she should know that because she's kind of directing people around. But she could just be like, oh, the show starts at 9. That's like what an average person could tell you, right? So, yeah, they expect, you ask them where this food item is. You ask them where this ride is. You ask them where something is in very weird words. Like, sometimes people will call and ask, like, hey, how do I get the bin for the machine or the bucket? And I know what they're talking about because it's my company.
Yeah.
But people are like, what are they talking about? They're talking about the liner. Oh, I know what that is. Like, yeah, I know you know what that is. And it's not like I have all the knowledge stored and I can figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
New people will eventually kind of start to hear all these weird things that people call stuff.
Yeah.
But the cast members, they always know.
Yeah.
They always know because they're all fresh, right? But they know when someone's talking about, I don't want to say the spooky house because that's like, yeah, we know what that is.
It's the haunted house.
Like, yeah, the haunted mansion. But like, weird food items and whatever, they know, right? So like Cocoa Puff coffee. It's the Black Calf cold brew.
Right.
But we all know what the Cocoa Puff coffee is, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and like Star Wars ride, they know that there's multiple Star Wars rides, right? All that kind of stuff. So they know all these things. They're really good with people for the most part. I think I want to say this here. I'm going to say it at the end. I just want to put this disclaimer out. We've all had bad experiences with cast members.
For sure.
We've all seen cast members who fall short, probably shouldn't work there, or like they're just, in a way, sleeping on the job. That's every workplace, and that's fine. And you remember the bad experiences usually more than the average or good ones, right? Like, I remember crazy, wonderful moments with cast members. I don't remember all the times I asked a cast member a random question.
Yeah, 100%.
And they helped me out. So this is an appreciation episode. We're not going to come bag on hourly employees here. And again, it's not this big problem.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time it was kind of...
It was a little iffy, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but look, that's not what this is about right now.
I feel like we're back.
Yeah, and we know that there are positives and negatives to everything. This is a cast member appreciation episode.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
And I just want to also mention, working with the public sucks.
Working with customers.
Yeah.
This is basically a retail job.
Yeah, just everywhere.
Worse, dude. It's
Yeah.
worse because the stakes are higher for the customers.
Yeah.
In the customer's mind, the stakes are higher, right? So on that note, all this stress that they're under, and cast members are so good with kids, dude.
Mm-hmm.
From the burliest to the bubbliest, they make sure that kids feel special during their trip.
And I think that should be the number one priority.
Yeah. Like, no cast member really seems scary.
Yeah.
They're always like just ready to turn it on, ready to be a friendly face, and make a kid feel safe or welcome, right?
Because 10 years from now, when that 10-year-old has that really good experience, they're going to have a Disneyland podcast.
It's like, I went to Disneyland. Everyone was so nice to me.
Yeah.
Like,
and I want to go back.
Yeah. And dude, the phrase like, hi, princess, is the most underrated phrase, I think. Like, in a world that just says all the time, we need to think of the children. Like, Disney thinks of the children. As much as people want to whine about their decisions, no. Disney does care about kids. And it's all about money, but they know. So, yeah.
But for that cast member who says that, it's not about the money.
Yeah, exactly. They might be trained on that, but they still say it. They enthusiastically say it. They make the kids feel like, oh, I'm special here.
Yeah.
And especially like you don't know what a kid's going through. They could have terrible home life, but the parent takes them here anyway. Could be an escape. Could
They're
just
there with the friend's family.
yeah. You never know.
Yeah.
And just like that, like just the High Princess, High Jedi, whatever it is, it makes kids feel like they are something, right? Because
They're the main character.
yeah, and that's kind of what it is. You are the main character in a way, and you're there to be friends with all the other princesses and characters. So something I've noticed is also the VIP guides. My uncle said his friend went, and my uncle was supposed to go and invite me to this VIP tour. He decided not to go. That's fine. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
I forgot about it. He told me like months in advance because he was like, should I go? And I go, yes. Because I don't want to wait in line. I go, you will not. But he said, and I've seen this happen, like there's like a little kid in the group and they want to like hold the VIP tour guide's hand. Like, oh, they're the boss today. Like I want to, they're my friend.
I'm up in front with them.
Yeah.
It's like right in the front seat.
Yeah. Did we, that was with you, right? The VIP guy pushing the stroller?
Yeah.
That was Disney World.
That was Disney World.
Yeah. So they're all in. And they're getting a fat tip at the end.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
But not always.
Yeah, not always.
Yeah.
But they make good $500 often. But they are there to just cater to a family's every need.
Yeah.
And they're being this tour guide that you're paying a couple grand for. And also just like this host for a kid. They're like the teacher for the day, you know? And it's hard to see someone who's like actually good with kids. People could be cool with kids.
Yeah.
But like, when someone's good with kids, you get that sense about them. And it seems like everyone here is ready for that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's almost a requirement.
Of course.
Because, I don't know how you interview for that or how you demonstrate that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that seems like a requirement to work there.
So they do all this while dealing with guests who can be the worst of the worst.
Oh, for sure, dude.
So
For sure.
imagine just, people get berated. People get yelled at. They get, how could you, like blamed. And they put on the face for everyone else.
I had somebody I know, which you know too, that worked at Ghirardelli. And they said that there would be a lady who would come in once a week with the magic key, would order an ice cream a sundae, eat the whole thing, and then go back to the counter and say, I didn't like it. I can have my money back. Every week. Every week, to the point where they know her name. And they started saying no, and she started getting loud. And to avoid conflict, they just give it to her every time.
See, I would have to know how it works in the company.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And I think especially there, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Because it's not Disney.
But I feel like, oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I feel like if the head honcho was okay with it, I'd be the manager to say no. I can get yelled at because I won't get affected by that. But I understand that you can't, dude, getting yelled at sucks for people.
Yeah, I'm not good at it.
I wouldn't want to be yelled at by my dad, who is my boss.
Yeah.
But like, for me, it's like, if you're yelling at me, if you're just getting yelled at by someone above you is terrible. And look, for anyone, I'm not going to call you a wimp or weak or whatever. No. Not even close. But getting yelled at sucks. But to me, like my personal life, if someone who has no like control over me, no authority over me, they're just a person and there's no threat. This isn't like being in downtown LA and someone's yelling at you, you get out of there.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm in Disneyland and some bozo's yelling at me, in my mind, I'm just like, dude, you're nobody. Not that I'm going to treat them like that, but like that wouldn't be like, I'm sorry, man, we can't do that.
Okay, let me put you in a situation.
Okay, yeah.
Because I was in this situation. I think I talked about it here. Oktoberfest in Big Bear. Okay, went this past October. And we are in the crowd. Brandy, myself, Cindy, Chris, Freddie Maricela, and I think that was it. We were in the crowd, just hanging out, watching the band play. Okay. Some overly intoxicated 3 girls. Okay. a daughter, a mom, and the kid's friend. Not kid, she's like our age. But they come over, they walk really close to us. One of their hair, long, like a piece of hair, just goes into Brandy's beer. And Brandy says, "Hey, that was my beer." Not aggressive. I heard her. She can get aggressive, but she was not aggressive. "Hey, that's my beer." This lady started screaming at her, saying, "You're at a concert. What do you think is going to happen?" And all this stuff. We all started getting aggressive. And it takes a lot for me to go aggressive.
Yeah.
And I cuss this lady out. And it takes a lot for me to do, you know?
Rain doesn't curse, guys.
Yeah.
This isn't this Trammin thing. Rain does not. He'll say, "God dang it."
Yeah. But I feel like in that situation, in most situations where I get yelled at, I just get aggressive back. And I can't control that.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. And it's like I bottle it up, and then something snaps.
Now, no, if I was in that situation, it'd be a way different story than some dumb customer yelling at me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Where it's like you're in public, like things you can go down, like you know.
Oh, but just like I was saying a couple weeks ago, I saw that customer, or you know, what do we call people at Disneyland?
Guests.
Yes. Thank you. We saw the guest get into the cast member's face. You know, like I know you're at work, but it's like you can only take so much before it gets physical.
Now, no. Now, I'm not saying the cast member now. I'm saying the manager coming out and being like, "We're not giving you free ice cream."
Oh, okay.
Not this cast member is getting yelled at and is going to say that.
Yeah.
That's a different situation. And especially because this is also like just a life experience thing of like, I deal with unhappy people all the time.
Yeah.
It's just like the nature of the beast, right? But like, no, regular cast member, no.
You shouldn't take any of that.
If I was in their situation, I'd disappear. And they often do. They'll leave.
Just to leave the
They'll
situation.
get out of there and bring someone else out. I'm saying if I was brought out to deal with the crazy lady. As the manager. Yeah. Guys, I'm not playing tough guy here.
Yeah.
If a cast member got yelled at, you know, it's like, "Hey, you're yelling at someone on my team. Like, we're unable to offer you a refund. You ate the whole thing."
Yeah.
Straight up. That's how restaurants are. That's the thing. This is a normal situation. You can eat half of something and be like, "Hey, I need to send this back. I tried to eat it. I couldn't."
Yeah.
You ate the whole thing? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But again, I'd have to know, like, am I getting fired for that? You know?
Yeah. I also think with age, you get better with it.
That too.
Yeah.
This is why I'm saying, not the average cast member getting yelled at.
Right.
I'm like, if I was brought out and then she started yelling at me after yelling at someone else, this is a different situation than just being the hourly employee afraid, you know, trying to make ends meet. And then there's some ladies yelling at me about ice cream.
Did I ever, I don't want to get too much on
They gotta just ban this lady from Disney.
Yeah, they do. They really do. But did I ever tell you about the story about when I was working at Apple? What happened to me? With the lady and her son who came in?
You said it here.
Oh, did I?
They gave her something anyway, right? What was it?
No, they like. So what happened was this older lady and her son, who I could tell was special needs, they came in and they said, "Oh, we're looking for a Mac." And the person in the front was like, "Hey, can you help him?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So I started telling her about the MacBook Airs. Okay, going through the whole little spiel why I think a MacBook Air is good for them. She looked at me and said, "Why are you talking down to me?" And I like, you're talking to me like I'm a child. And I was like, "I'm sorry, I did not mean to do that." You know, like I didn't. Let's just restart. And I was like, I started going through the spiel a little differently. You know, just being like, "Okay, this is how it is." And she's like, "No, you need to get a manager out here. I don't like your tone." And I was just like, "Okay." My manager came over and she started going off on him for no reason. And she got kicked out. Got kicked out of the store, which rightfully so.
Yeah.
And my manager said that he lived in Montebello at the time. He said, "I'm not going to lie to you. I was at Montebello Best Buy 2 days ago and I saw this lady there doing the same thing with them." So he's like, as soon as I saw her, I was like, she's going to get out of here.
See, you need the managers back.
You do. You definitely do.
Yeah, that's like I've definitely like it rarely happens, but like anyone who's tried to talk poorly about one of my employees, like no. What do you think this is? Where I'm going to join in on talking trash on someone I pay every week?
Yeah,
you know, like no, hey, I'll blame it on myself sometimes because there's no consequence to doing that. I think we're just getting sidetracked here.
Yeah.
But like,
sorry.
yeah, when you're a manager or an owner, there's no real negative consequence if you're taking the blame because your employees will be like, oh, he's just taking the fall.
For sure.
And the customer, they'll just be like, oh, yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
And then you never think about it again. But anyways.
I just wanted it to be known that the public sucks.
Yeah, public sucks.
And I appreciate cast members for just dealing with the public all the time.
Yeah. And dude, I've gotten a call before or like someone was like, this person not getting whatever. I go, oh, I'm the operations manager here. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, thank you. Nothing was different. They were just like, oh.
Yeah, that's happened to me.
Oh, the boss said this.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, lady. Whatever. Okay. So just jumping into the next point. Cast members are all photographers.
Mm-hmm.
And what this means is, have you ever noticed how comfortable we feel just asking them to take our picture?
Yeah. And I always feel like they actually take a pretty decent picture.
Yeah, they do it all day.
Yeah.
They have to figure it out. They know how to frame the place that they work, how to frame people. They know to take the horizontal for the feed and the vertical for the story.
Yeah.
And you know, they're real nice when they do it. You know, it is interesting how there are some PhotoPass photographers who I wonder if like that's the job they came in for. They're afraid of touching phones sometimes, and they're like, oh, you know, we can't take the phone in case they break it.
Sometimes the cast member next to them will do it.
Yeah. So that I don't care about that. Right. I'd be so afraid grabbing 100 phones a day. First of all, it's the dirtiest thing in the world besides the gas pump.
Yeah.
And second, you drop that, like what happens?
Yeah.
What happens when they drop a phone? And I'm always scared to give my phone to people because it's naked. And people don't know how to hold a naked
slippery,
phone.
dude.
It's slippery.
Yeah.
And they're like, the first thing they say is, oh, there's no case on it. So they already know there's something wrong. And last thing, when you grab a phone, usually it has some sort of rubbery case. So people will like cradle it in their hand like this and it just sticks. Like when you give me the phone, like you just see how I'm like just grabbing like that. But when I give people the phone, I hold it until they grab it and then they take it. My mom
feels good. Feels good. You know, I'm taking mine off.
Just for the show?
Just for the show, yeah. Feels good.
He's gonna drop it.
There it is.
Looks good.
It does.
What a life. Okay. What's going on right
Dirty, man.
That's the thing I hate about when you take a case off and it's just nasty inside.
Yeah.
Dude, I've seen cases that have a texture in the back.
Yeah.
And dirt gets in, and the dirt sometimes includes glass that's just as hard as the glass and will scratch the pattern of the case into it. Like Kev's old iPhone 7 had a honeycomb pattern in it, in the glass. Okay. So yeah, they're all photographers. They're all comfortable taking your phone, your nasty phone, and taking wonderful pictures of you multiple times. And they're usually like stopped on their way somewhere. And they stop.
I feel like the ones that do it the most that I've seen are the cast members who are accompanying a character.
Oh, the character host. Yeah.
They do it a lot.
That's a scary job too.
It is.
Because you gotta
keep an eye out.
You gotta keep an eye out for weirdos.
For sure.
I heard a story of like some old man like picking up Pluto, and Pluto just got like all shaken up and just left. Just went backstage. Like, I'm done. You can't. Don't be doing that.
Yeah, that's weird.
No reason to do that. Yeah. And like the host has to stop people. Dude, I'm pretty sure this is real. Have you heard the whole thing about what happens if someone proposes to their person next to a princess?
No.
The princess has to leave. They walk out of the frame in case they say no. I've seen two sources of this.
Yeah.
Is this real? Who knows? But like someone gets down on a knee, the princess moves out of the way
immediately.
And I believe if they say yes, like they'll take the pictures with them. But if they say no, there is no rejection with like Cinderella in the background.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's such a Disney thing to do too.
Yeah, it is.
Because they have the weirdest rules.
Yeah.
And dude, these poor princesses sometimes get proposed to. You know, it's that I don't think happens super often. Your flashlight's on. Is reflecting off the iPad. And then, yeah, it's, you know, they got to deal with crazies. But yeah, those hosts, they have to speak for the masked characters.
They do. They do.
and they need to understand what's going on. And even, dude, being in those costumes,
They got AC in there?
no,
Or some kind of fan?
nothing. It's
Nothing?
just hot.
Jeez.
They're only out for 15, 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah, especially in the summer, I'm sure
Yeah.
they...
So I'm going to kind of bring this up later about cast members who don't receive extra compensation for anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, this is just your job. You are Donald, right?
Yeah.
And these cast members will just on their own time learn sign language
Yeah, that's cool.
to speak to, because they can't speak anyway. They're not allowed to. They're in a mask.
Mm-hmm.
But then, they learn to understand a kid who is signing, or they recognize that the kid is signing to their parents, so the parent can speak to the cast member or to the character, and then they will sign to the kid, and the kid just lights up.
Yeah.
And
Dude, I'm sure that's like a
core memory,
dude,
like,
beyond belief.
yeah, like their life is so hard, and then they become the only kids who can speak to Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Because Mickey Mouse can't talk to anyone, but Mickey Mouse can talk to the kid who can't talk.
Yeah.
It's almost in this weird way. It's like, yeah, neither of us can speak right now, but that's okay because we are speaking.
Yeah.
And they sign to each other, and it's always so beautiful. Also shout out to all the Santa Clauses,
Yeah.
the whole club of Santa Clauses. They have
Squad.
conventions. Squad.
Yeah. Santa Squad.
Yeah. So shout out to all the cast members who just absolutely go above and beyond for no extra pay,
Mhm.
for no extra pat on the back. Maybe their manager notices, but that's all. So hold on, I wanted to. Okay, there's a point I forgot to make here. Okay, so speaking of not really getting this extra compensation, so there are multiple unions at the Disneyland Resort, like we mentioned. There's the Teamsters Union, which is not a Disney union. It's usually truckers or delivery people are in the Teamsters.
Yeah.
Anyone who delivers to like movie sets and whatever. And you drive in a big truck, you're probably a Teamster or in the Teamsters Union, whatever it is.
Shout out to Jimmy Hoffa. He started the Teamsters.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. That's the whole thing of why he got killed and stuff.
Oh, shout out to Robert.
Oh, Teamster.
He's a Teamster.
Shout out.
Yeah, I brought this up here before during the writers and actors strike. They're like, we're not gonna let the trucks in, and the Teamsters are like, bro,
Bet.
we're not. No, opposite of that.
Oh, really? They would be like, no, we don't
No,
care.
when they were striking.
Yeah.
Wait.
What do you say?
Okay. Yeah, just
Yeah.
let me cook.
Yeah.
So the actors and whatever were striking, and they're like, we're not gonna let the trucks in.
Yeah.
And the teams are like, bro, we're a union. You think we're crossing the picket line?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like, no.
Yeah.
We're not even. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
We're on your side. So yeah, they're one of the OGs, and so all the ride operators are Teamsters because they're operating heavy machinery.
Oh, okay.
There's another union. Let's see. I got this acronym from someone who's, SEIU, Service Employees International Union. I believe they are like custodial and stuff. Although I could be wrong, but it's some sort of service workers. Food might have its own union, unless that's it. But then the cast member standing on Main Street is not in a union.
Yeah.
As far as I know, just the average cast member.
Security
has its own union. Yeah. But let's say you work a ride, but you're not a ride operator. You're just you're holding the sign for the line.
They're just
Not a union.
Yeah.
Right. Parade workers have their own, or no, parade workers are not in it. But
the performers are.
So it's really complicated. The stage performers are in a specific union.
Oh man.
But then
That's hard to manage.
yeah, and then the parade performers are not. And then
The parade performers are not.
no,
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. Isn't that what this is? The Actors Equity thing?
The new one that's being
Yeah.
proposed. Oh, okay.
And then I think all the characters are not in a union.
Yeah.
But I believe the Avengers are in a union.
Called the Avengers?
But I believe. Now, that's not really the point here. So, as far as I understand it, and in case you don't, the reason there are 10,000 unions unions are usually for specific positions or types of jobs because they negotiate the pay all at once.
Yeah.
So people always bring up, business owner, whatever, like, what if your people want to unionize? Like, there's like 2 welders, a machinist, 1 electrician. They could do whatever they want. I don't know, right? And I'm not allowed to comment, right? But I don't think they can't really do a collective bargaining agreement unless they all agree to get paid the same, which makes no sense because they all have different positions. But if I had 20 welders and 20 electricians, the electricians would probably be in the electricians union, which that's another thing. A lot of these are like national or regional unions, and they will basically like scoop your people up and negotiate on behalf of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the point is, if enough people in the country are in the union, all the good ones are in the union, and you're not going to get any non-union.
Right.
Like a lot of acting is like that.
Yeah.
Most people are in SAG. You're in 3 things, and SAG scoops you up. It's a punch card.
Oh, yeah?
The SAG card, I think, is a punch card with 3 punches on it. And because you get the card right away, and with 1 stamp, and you already have some sort of protections, but after 3, you're like full time. But then the problem with that is you have to pay the full time dues, and that was part of the strike, I think, figuring that out. But anyways, point is, unions are usually for like a specific type of position because they're of collective bargaining, which means like most people get paid the same or have the same like
duties.
Yeah, but like this guy is not getting paid the same as this guy because he's been here longer, but there are rules for that.
Yeah.
So it's not like everyone gets 15, but it's like the starting rate for this position is 20, no matter what.
Yeah.
If you've been here 2 years, you get at least a this. For you to make more, you need to be promoted to this other position.
It's a lot more systematic.
Yeah, which can hurt the overachievers, right?
For sure.
But generally, in large companies, this is needed.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we'll get back to why it might be needed after we just explain this specific issue. So this was in a video. This was by some people who work at Disney. So they were saying like, one, they're underpaid. Some of them are sleeping in their cars just to like be in a parade. And then they said that they get injured just wearing costumes. They're in a loose-fitting, these are like specific examples, like loose-fitting dress with a cape that pulls back on you, a head on your costume that's hurting your neck because it's improperly supported. And then there was a quote from the video, like most like costume cast members have some sort of permanent injury, and then they're still sleeping in their car.
Yeah.
So they get like even Paint the Night, when it went away, it got reworked, and you would notice people in different positions because there were a bunch of workers' comp claims because they got hurt on the floats.
Crazy.
So they had to rework some of that. And so, they're pushed and pulled around weird shifts for rehearsals and long hours, short hours, not enough hours for benefits or whatever. And then there are no guarantees they'll be called back for like another parade.
Yeah.
And they're trying to just get like some sort of contracts in place. And you might be saying, you out there, because I've thought this thought too. We all think the thought. It's okay. Like, well, if this is happening, why do you work at Disney? So,
wait, what do you mean?
Like, well, if you're sleeping in your car, why do you want to work for Disney? There's a couple things. One, I hate to call it like unskilled labor, but that's just what it's called. It's like you don't have like a trade.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean you don't have skills. It's just like, you haven't learned a trade, so you're just you can technically be replaced, right? It's like all the jobs are like this.
Yeah.
So you would think a huge company would pay better. And you could also say, well, if everyone wants to work for them, why does it matter? It's like, well, happy employees, happy cheese makes, or what is it? Happy cows make happy cheese, or happy cheese comes from happy cows. Like, happy employees make a better product, right? They care more about their work. And every job should pay a livable wage, right? Depending on where the job is, right? In California, you got to pay $20 an hour almost, right? In certain cities. But then,
and even then,
but you're making $20 an hour in Western Pennsylvania.
Oh,
this is all I know.
Baller.
You're not a baller, but like, dude, you can afford a house.
Yeah.
A mortgage there is $500-600 a month.
Really?
Yeah. but in a rural area with no streetlights.
Okay.
Like your trash cans, like a man jumps off the truck and grabs your bring your own trash can and throws it in the truck.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the arm. Like, not that it's like this third world life. It's just a different life.
Right.
Right. Their highways have 2 lanes on them. Right. But there's no traffic.
Mhm.
But then you drive 40 minutes and no traffic just to get anywhere.
Yeah.
Right. You go to Walmart for fun, you know?
It's give and take.
Yeah. So means different things in different places. But a company like this just takes advantage of their workers. And a lot of their employees are just super eager to work there. And Disney totally takes advantage of that. So before I get to all that kind of stuff, the reason there's this whole like back and forth on how people get mad when small business owners be like, oh, my employees don't need a union, or like, oh, if you have a good enough business, you shouldn't need one. And people will like talk trash on that phrase. But I thought about that because I've said certain things like that. And I tell people I'm not afraid of that. But the reason for that, there could be small businesses that need it, small businesses that don't. But let's say someone gets hurt. Elsa's cape is pulling on her, hurts her neck. So she tells the supervisor. Supervisor tells the lead. The lead tells the manager. The manager tells the costuming department, or what, the character department. The character department tells the costuming department. Costuming department tells the Fantasyland department, right? And then Fantasyland tells Ken Potrock's whole Disneyland, whatever. And then that goes to like TDA, and TDA talks to Disney Parks Experiences products to get new costumes. By that time, and this is not a good thing, but like, let's say this gets to Josh tomorrow, somehow. Elsa's capers. He's like, who? Not who, like she's not important.
Yeah.
But like, there are so many layers here that they are just another person, right?
They become like a line item.
Yeah. They're just another number.
Yeah.
So how does this get attention in the company? It really doesn't. And what a union does is all of those numbers become a really big person, a really big entity, a really big number, represents many numbers. And then you go, oh, the characters have a problem.
Yeah.
If all the characters are represented by one union, one rep, it's multiple, but now it's all the characters have this problem. But it's just Elsa. It's the character department has this issue. And the character department has been collecting dues. And the character department can go on strike. Yeah. And now you have, So then you get to, I'm just going to talk about my specific situation because very small company. If Esteban comes to me and he's welding. Siri thinks I'm talking to her. I don't have an Esteban who welds for me. But if Esteban comes and he goes, hey, the flame or the arc is very hot and my hand sticks to the stainless. Can you get me these cotton gloves? Here's a link. So my hands don't burn. It's because they don't burn. It's just like hot, right? It's uncomfortable. And I can more easily glide. You go, yeah, sure, no problem. And order them. Hey, I'm out of gloves. I don't even question it. This isn't like, oh, Kirk's a great boss. This is not what this point is. It's that a person who has a name, who I know and say good morning to every morning, came to me and told me of a problem. And I go, this human being has a problem and I need to fix this problem because I'm responsible for him.
Yeah.
But there is no gap between us. There is no corporate ladder, right? So it's a very flat structure. So sure, if they want to do it, they're going to do it, whatever, right? But I've had them joke about union stuff before because it's silly, right? And one guy did start a union somewhere. And he goes, I wouldn't want to do that. He goes, it's a big pain in the butt. It costs a lot of money. It's a lot of work. We have meetings. We have to deal with lawyers. And then we're fighting you and whatever. And he goes, you don't want it if you don't need it. But that's, the power dynamic here is a whole union can strike. But for me, if I lose one employee, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So if they go, hey, I'm going to need this because this other place is offering it. I have to listen. And I can give them what they want or negotiate with them and find some middle ground or common ground.
Every person essentially becomes their own union.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, I know this just sounds like some like anti-union thing. No, I'm pro-union, right? Like, go get yours, you know?
Yeah.
But it's a very different dynamic from the ice cream shop where they just go, hey, I need more money. And, you know, ice cream shop might not be a good example because it's just such an hourly position. They'll say, screw you, right?
Yeah.
Like for me, I don't want to lose an employee. I don't want to hurt this person. Yeah, we'll find some sort of middle ground. We'll talk it out. We'll figure it out. But Elsa can't go talk to Josh tomorrow or Bob Iger and say, my cape is heavy, right? Should she be able to? Maybe. But then also, you can't because there is no time, right? You can't go talk to the big boss because they have 100 people they have to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of why you need this. You need some sort of representative. And sure, that it could be the lead of the character department, but then that's just a corporate structure and it's not this power balance, right? So
No, I think it's a great thing.
yeah. So
I think it's a great thing.
So they need this because no one's listening to them. They need some sort of power because they have power, but you usually it's like apes together strong. Like you need everyone together.
The power in numbers.
Yeah, it's the quote from A Bug's Life that I don't know. It's like one small ant. You know, it's like no, all the ants together are more powerful than the grasshoppers.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had to deal with any union issues at work. I've had a guy tell me, I'm in a union. You can't do that. I'm like, okay. Other than that,
Yeah, that's the thing though. But as soon as people have a problem,
they come to me.
yeah. And if they're getting nothing from you, that might be a different story. But that's where this usually comes from.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off. Just yesterday, I had Margarita, one of my sewers. She came in and said, "Hey, I want to go over vacation with you. How I'm accumulating vacation, blah blah blah. How much vacation time I have? Sure, have a seat. Let's go over it."
Yeah. There's no you don't worry about it. You know?
Yeah. But you can't do that with the homie Josh.
No.
Is what you're trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's they need this like, you know, collective power that they do have to kind of just get through to them. So yeah, it's right. There was a point I was gonna make. Union. Oh, right. Because there are cases of like the auto workers union. They've come into certain factories like, hey, let's unionize, and the people are like, no, we're good. Like, don't.
Oh yeah.
Because the thing with like these huge nationalized unions that don't have like regions, like Teamsters often have these like they all have numbers.
Like 561.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, it's one big thing, but they're very regional and they know what their people are, right?
Mm.
And I don't know anything about UAW, right? But and they're the
UAW's the electrician one?
no, the auto workers.
Auto workers.
United Auto Workers.
Oh, okay.
They're the ones that like that guy who called Ford and was like, hey, they want to come to the table, and Ford's like, we're not talking. He goes, you just lost Detroit or whatever.
No.
And he went on strike. Yeah. It wasn't Detroit, but he was basically like, these guys are on strike tomorrow, bud.
Yeah.
So, but it could happen where like big, huge national ones, there's corruption everywhere.
For sure.
Right? People start stealing the dues. That becomes a problem. But on the whole, like you don't want to have to worry about that kind of stuff. So when you like the Starbucks one, it started with like the Starbucks workers of Charlotte or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then they could just be like the Charlotte workers or the Starbucks workers of the Midwest. And then it can grow into the Starbucks Workers Union or the Barista Union. And then they could start unionizing Coffee Bean. All this, you know, but the Disney people, they just want to go with actors' equity because they have this structure. It's where many actors are.
They don't have to start from scratch.
Yeah, and usually, if it really does fit with what you're doing, the bigger that union grows, the more power they have as like, you're not going to find anyone else. We have everyone.
Yeah.
So now it's like, this is what it is with the actors. You can't really find non-union actors. If you find one non-union actor, you can't hire any other union actors. Usually the contract is it's a union shoot or it's a non-union shoot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Or even construction jobs. I've seen union jobs and non-union jobs.
Yeah, it's like with like the calls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's just like non-union, we need like 3-4 guys, whatever it is. There's some people who aren't able to be in a union or whatever. So there's that too. But it's like usually you get one, you got to get them all. That's where you got to hire from. So
fair wage is a whole another thing too. And
yeah, so that's where all this goes into. But Yes, cast members are often taken advantage of. So some examples of this, of cast members going beyond for no compensation. Galaxy's Edge. The cast members there, after they decided they don't want actors, which are union, costume characters, or which would have been actors in the world, whatever, union, they made all the cashiers learn extra lore. Like you're going to say bright suns, rising moons, credits, may the spires keep you till the spire. There's one I forgot. And then like they have backstories, right? I'm from the Surabat Valley, right? I'm from Galma. My parents are, my dad's a fisherman.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't get paid extra for that, but they still go through all that training. There's no extra compensation. So it's like, should they do extra work? God, Main Street doesn't have backstory. He's not from Missouri.
I think that's what Freddie was talking about.
Yeah.
Why we've lost some of that, because people are realizing, should they do that extra work? They don't need to.
Yeah. It's just like,
it's unfortunate, but it's like, I get it.
yeah, it's like, hey, I got to remember all this stuff and then remember all that when I'm in Fantasyland for my other shift. If I get moved for what, right?
Yeah.
So they have to do all that. A lot of employees are from the Disney College program. It's the most underpaid tier or lowest paid tier of cast member because you're in school.
Yeah.
If you're in Florida, you're living on Disney property, and then they're deducting whatever they decide your property costs from your paycheck.
Yeah. It's very, very little.
Yeah, but like they got you.
Yeah.
Right? You're doing classes, right? And they have like they're super eager to please. It's their first job, right? They've been told that they can work their way up the corporate ladder if they're nice to people. That is true in many places.
Yeah.
Right? As soon as promotions come up, let's say a huge office job, the one who goes to all the stupid meetings and all the stupid events and shakes everyone's hand, brings free coffee, whatever, it might pay off. That's the problem. It's not always merit-based. Sometimes it's just friendly-based. But then, then also, why wouldn't you promote the friendliest person who knows everyone and who is the most personable? So it's always this give and take. But they're like all in. It's their first job, eager to please. They want to make magic, right? It's like that's their strength, but it's also their weakness. Where Disney knows, I could just fire this person working the cash register at Emporium, and there's a line of 100 people who want to work at Disneyland because they want to get to Disneyland free. They want to say that they're a cast member. They want to work their way up. You know, they
want to put Disney on the resume.
Yeah. Whatever it is. So they know there's a long line of people, and that's where this power imbalance comes from.
Yeah.
So I brought up the Galactic Star Cruiser earlier because this is it's not really a spoiler, right? But it's just like it's in the Jenny Nicholson video. They had those actors, right? The captain.
The people who were, quote unquote, working on the starship.
Yeah, but they were characters in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
They would act for 8 hours at a time. They would remember people's names. They would have their own backstory, remember the story going on the ship.
That is kind of hardcore.
Putting on a character. They might be in makeup.
Yeah.
Right? And they were paid the exact same as like the actors on the stage in Fantasyland. Same. And they were calling it Broadway level acting all day, whatever. And
it's improv too.
Oh, right. That was the other thing. A lot of improv. And they have to know all that. And they're just not that like, yeah, everyone should be paid more, but like Elsa doing the Frozen show in the Hyperion, right? Getting paid the same as like someone like with this backstory and doing stuff, like not just remembering lines. And Elsa's working hard too. And she's got to learn to dance and all this stuff. I know. But it's like, it's a totally different job. And it's just like, nope, you're just one of the stage actors. But where you're supposed to come here for 8 hours and interact with guests constantly, remember this kid's name, right? What they're doing.
Interesting.
And
I mean, I guess I'll find out that video, but
earpieces like being fed
like novellas.
It's a whole It's a whole thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They don't get too much in the nitty gritty in the video of like how it all works because we don't know.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to work one way and the other, but
this might be another reason why I shut down.
Yeah. So many of the Galactic Star Cruiser employees were out of the college program.
Really?
Dude, there's a video.
Wow.
I know, spoilers for the video, but it's it looks dystopian. And Jenny Nicholson videos are not like that, where it's like this huge reveal. She's just like showing footage. But it's this like room full of college program kids. And they would open envelopes and like, you're working the Galactic Star Cruiser, and they lose their minds. And they're like, dude, you're going to work the hardest, getting paid the same as everyone else. And it's a rough job. So, yeah.
That is so interesting. Wow.
And so
you got it. I think these large companies like Disney feed off of these.
You want to work there.
Yeah. Yeah.
We used to joke, like, Disney can't afford us. Because people go, would you ever work for Disney?
Yeah.
And it's like, they don't pay as well as you think. Executives, yeah. Like,
even then, I've heard stories of people who are high up at TDA that are not getting paid well.
yeah. I know, like, that there's a VP, right? The VPs get paid pretty decently because when you get high up enough, they don't want to lose you.
It becomes more of a
Retention.
It's a hassle.
Well, it's like, okay, if you're a shift lead at Disney, you don't want to lose that person, but you promote another person to shift lead and train them, right? Let's name something. You're the VP of Disney Music. I don't know the VP of Disney Music, right? You know, something else. What's something? VP of television animation.
Mm-hmm.
Nickelodeon's going to want that person. So you need to pay them enough where they don't leave and go to Paramount. Right?
And I think that was a big issue with Imagineering. A lot of Imagineers just bounced to go to Universal Creative because they're going to pay us better.
Yeah. Oh, but you work at Disney. It's like, well, they're going to start leaving because they're going to get poached. And then Universal, it's not just the employees getting poached. It's those skills are now in the hands of another company.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, as you go up, like VP level and higher, Disney's paying real well. But that's not the majority of people.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So yeah, they definitely take advantage of the fact that people want to work there. And this is the thing, the duality of the cast member. They're not paid enough to act the way they do, but they want to act that way. There is a little bit of, it's noble in a way, right? Where they want to put on this magic and make magic for guests and be good with kids and, you know, give it their all, give it their all to this company that gave them their childhood, as they will say that. And that company doesn't give it back to them.
I hope Disney doesn't allow that to be lost.
That's the thing. They'll have to get some sort of wake-up call or really realize it, where it's like, you know, these, no offense, but if the Six Flags workers are working at Disneyland, it would not be Disneyland.
Oh,
they don't care.
No, sir.
They don't care. And it's because it's just their hourly job that they're not paid enough to care about.
Yeah. Go down the street to Knott's, same thing.
Is that bad?
It's not as bad as Six Flags, but it's
because I know you
near.
have some former CMs there.
You do,
right?
But it's nowhere. I feel like it's the CMs that didn't care at Disneyland already. They're like, I'm going to Knott's.
Or they're like, I cared, but I don't need to be smiling 24/7.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah. So the people who are usually the cast members that are there are the ones that really want to be there, and they get taken advantage of for that. So, you know, be nice to the cast members. You know, ask them things nicely. Like I'm always wary of that. This is not a pat on the back. That's the one thing I'll never ever forget. Is I probably told the story here. Indiana Jones, his cast member up front. This is back in the single rider days, and I go up to the cast member. It's just this guy off to the side. I go, excuse me, are you guys doing single rider today? And this is like, look, I'm an annual pass holder. I know they don't do it all the time, so I had this extra information. But I said, are you guys doing single rider today? He goes, oh yeah, we are. And he goes, and thank you so much for asking nicely. And he had like this breath that he let out. Like people basically beat me up today.
Yeah.
And thank you for just saying, like, asking. And like
for being considerate.
And even like the way I asked was already letting him know that if he says like, are you doing single rider, implies that I know he might say no and that I will walk away.
Yeah.
So he's like already ready for like, okay, this guy's not going to be like, why not?
Yeah.
And not that I'm nice, that people are mean. Why aren't you doing this? Why is the ride cool? Why can't you? I paid so much money to be here. Why can't this work?
I was at Sam's Club a couple days ago. Okay. And I was right there at the end. It was at 6 o'clock Sunday. They were closing. The food court closed. I was like, I'm going to get a sundae, right? Got in line. And while I was in line, the lights turned off. And the lady who was in front of me got in line and was like, "Oh, can I put an order in for 4 whole pizzas?" And the worker's like, "We're closed already. Like, you can order slices of what we have, but we can't put in." They literally turn the lights off in the food court where they're working, and they're working in the dark. It's insane.
Just to get people to go away.
Yeah.
Walmart people, dude.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's not Costco.
And the lady the person ordering was like, "Well, what time do you guys close then? Like, why can't I order it?" And I'm like, you see these people are working in the dark, and you still think that your 4 whole pizzas are more important than these people. It's the public, man. I'm so over the public recently.
Dude, if I see some places closing in like 5 minutes,
Yeah.
unless I'm going to die of starvation, not a sit down, like a fast, I'm I'm out.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
No, they're putting everything away, and I'm gonna order the weird thing
Yeah.
that they got to pull out of the freezer. Yeah,
But
I'll deal with it.
the kicker is like, you have to question them. Why? Go home, dude.
It's
go
not
away.
it's not that big of a deal. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
I get it, you paid money, but like we all paid money for everything, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, the world's not out to get you. So yeah. Sure, like we know no one's perfect. Like we mentioned, there are CMs that have bad days,
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
Maybe some work shouldn't be working at Disneyland, but more than most places that you will visit, cast members really add to the magic. They not make or break your experience, but they could make your experience.
For sure.
You know, they provide wonderful customer service. The passionate ones, like you see it, like Ryan the waiter at Paseo, knowing every story behind every dish.
Yeah.
A waiter whose name I forgot, but I did leave him a compliment, which they changed the compliment system now. You could just say the cool guy. You used to be able to like you used to handwrite a note and put it away. At Napa Rose, like some people haven't had good experience. I had this guy who was so excited, and I said, thanks for making today special. And he like started talking about his daughter, how proud she is that he works at Disney. Like she's like 6 or something, right? And like, I remember these people, right? The cast member that upgrades you to the higher floor, even if they don't give you the concierge lounge, right?
Yeah.
Like the one that gives you the free little snack or like whatever it is. Dude, sometimes they they put a sticker on a bag or something. And they saw Kimmy. She's like, "Oh, that's cute," or something. And they're like, "Oh, you want one?" And then she has a sticker on her water bottle. It was like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
They'll see you, they'll give you a reel of something. They're just
Or when Brandy wears her poo shirt, and they're like, "I got poo in your shirt." Like you don't got to do that.
yeah. And like the cast members that know that what's up. Like the Winnie the Pooh thing when cast members like, "Okay, make sure you stand behind the line, buckle up, whatever, and watch your children." I just have to say that. Like they know
There's some
along.
humanity there.
Yeah. And you could tell they're thankful for you sometimes, right? And even like when you guys went to Whispering Canyon or whatever it's called. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And that cast member at the end realized like, oh, it's been a stressful day. Like, you guys could take the food home. It's fine. Right.
Yeah.
Because she knows you guys aren't going to go tell the world, like, if you stay late, you're a hack, Yeah. So
I honestly fear that the older we get, the less we see that human touch on things. We're just where the world's going. We see less and less of that.
I think maybe, but I think we also see so much more of the negative interactions.
Yeah.
Where unless you saw it with your own eyes, how would you know that people are mean to cast members? But you see videos of it. Karen compilation. That's a whole genre on YouTube.
It is.
I'm sorry if your name's Karen. That's just what they're called, a Karen compilation.
Yeah.
Right? People get into fights over things, public freak out on Reddit. You see all the negativity and you just think the world is bad. And it could be worse, could be better. We don't know, right? It could just be there are more people. So technically it's more bad.
Yeah.
I know.
It could have
But
been
on
like
a percentage, it might not be.
And it could have been like this for a long time. We just didn't know.
Yeah,
like you're
and
saying.
dude, people have always been terrible to service workers.
Yeah.
Right? There's the whole boomer mentality of not all of you, I know, but it's their
There's a
job,
lot,
you know? No, not people listening, I'm saying.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Like
There's
just
a
like,
lot of boomers that are like that. That's what I'm saying.
yeah. And then there's
I hate that. Oh,
and then millennials stack plates. Guys, I don't stack the plates.
You don't.
I don't because I've heard a couple things. One, if they're not all the same plate,
More work.
usually waiters have a specific way of stacking the plates and carrying them out. But if you create this monstrous stack of 8 plates and 5 bowls and a couple cups, they either have to like juggle all that around or they have to pick some of the stuff off that's all dirty because you put it on the plate. Tidy up. Put all the napkins together, right?
Yeah.
Get the forks and put them, place it in the 5 o'clock position on the plate, right? Instead of like hanging off the sides. And then they can grab the forks and the plates however they want. Don't leave a mess. But also, like, I've heard, don't go stacking everything because they might have a specific way of stacking. Some restaurants, the way they clean it, now you're getting both sides of the plate dirty. Sometimes, they'll stack it weird. I don't know. But the point is, be nice and courteous.
Considerate.
Yeah. Don't be like, it's their job, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it is. But like, you don't have to make more of a mess because it's someone's job to clean it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Waiters, chime in. As far as I know, I've been told keep it clean. Don't be making these Tetris stacks.
Yeah.
Like we'll fix it. It is our job and we know how to do it. And we'll just, I feel like it's easier sometimes to grab 4 plates and stack it on your hand than to pick up a stack of something.
For sure.
So that's all I'm saying. I don't know, but I do think about the waiter, right?
You're being considerate one way or the other.
Say thank you every time they pour your water.
Yeah.
Please. But yeah, the cast members at Disneyland really, you'll remember.
Mm-hmm.
You'll remember when they're nice. Dude, the happy birthday. They'll be like 2 on row 2, 4 on row 2. Okay, you want to be the first row? Go there. Happy birthday. And then like they just keep going. Like they're on it.
They're on it. For sure.
So be nice to the cast members. They're probably going to be nice to you. And when you are nice to them, you'll see, like, if they've had a hard day and you're nice to them, you'll see that humanity come back out.
Yeah.
So make their day better. And guys, if everyone treats the cast members better and they are happier, Disneyland will run better, right?
100%.
And they should pay them more and Disneyland will run better too.
Yes.
But yeah, to all the hard workers out there, to all the people who work harder than me and don't get recognized for it, go get yours wherever you can. And yeah, don't tread on the unions.
For sure.
For all the bad that is out in the world, there's so much good. And that's just, it'll all shake out. So thank you to the cast members out there.
And all service workers.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone working hard and not getting recognized for it.
For sure.
And that is our Big Thunder topic. If this is your final stop.
Thanks for tramming with us today.
And if not, it's time for Now Playing. So, I did want to bring up the Galactic Star Cruiser video. The Jenny Nicholson Galactic Star Cruiser. I think she said she called it Star Wars Hotel and then had to put a disclaimer. I know what it's called and I went there, but no one's going to click on it if I put
Galactic Star Cruiser. Yeah.
So she went early on and just took so long to do this that the hotel closed.
That's insane.
I don't know, but she has tons of footage from her experience, things that went wrong on her experience, the experience in the app, the bus, everything. Everything's there. The business stuff is in there, but it's not very businessy. Like, don't worry. Stuff about cast members, how the whole thing worked, what guests thought, talks about influencers.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Talks about, just Disney cast members. Compares it to other things. What?
4 hours and 2.5 million views already.
Yeah, it's over 4 hours long. Somehow it goes by. Like, I told Kimmy, so Kimmy and I were watching it, and she's like, I'll finish. You going to watch it, or should I watch it with you? I'll just go ahead. And then, like, later on in the day, we watched more of it. And then, like, I wasn't going to see her for, like, another week probably. So it's like, I knew she was going to watch it. I'm like, I'll watch it, like, when I have time. So, yeah, I finished it. It was great.
Okay.
Like, I was
out.
captivated by it. She has multiple costume changes. She's very silly and very weird. But that's okay. There's some videos of her. I could listen to her for like 10 minutes and I'm like, all right, I'm not that interested in this topic or whatever. But this one, all in. If you do like Jenny Nicholson or you're just like, now you're going to go down a rabbit hole, I recommend watching her Josh. What's his name? Josh Hutcherson fanfic video where she reads Josh Hutcherson fan fiction.
Like Hunger Games.
It's like
Josh Hutcherson?
yes.
All right.
There was the best.
PETA love.
I don't know if it was multiple fanfics or just the specific one called "Stuck on a Island" with Josh Hutcherson. It's amazing. It's a wonderful dramatic reading of it.
Before today, I've never seen her in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
She's one of the OG YouTubers. Gene brings her up.
No idea.
Shout out to Gene. Did I reply to Gene? I don't know. But yeah, one of the OGs. Did you watch any of Brandon Plays Pokemon?
No, I did not. No, Kind of Funny just finished theirs.
Oh,
like
yeah.
A couple days ago.
You're going to take a break?
Yeah. Oh, 70 some hours.
Oh, yeah. I don't think this is that long.
Yeah.
I think it's like maybe 4 hours of content. So it's not, there's no gameplay of this. It's like a conversation.
Oh, okay.
They show pictures of things, I think, just to like reference them, but it's just a conversation. You could probably listen to it, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's on YouTube. But yeah, I recommend the video if you're just vaguely interested in what happened with the Star Cruiser. She goes through all that, but she did all the silly events in there, ate much of the food, or like, but it wasn't like food review.
Okay.
It wasn't influencer content. It's very much it's a YouTube video essay.
Okay.
But
I'm always down for that.
Yeah, it's really funny, and it's very informative, and it shows some of the really cool things and some of the really cringe things on the ship. So I highly recommend. I know it's 4 hours long. I will watch that and not watch a movie. Like I didn't sit down. I watched it in 4 sittings, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, you sit down for an hour, watch it, take a break, and she has it. It's in like, I think it's 19 chapters.
It's like a book, dude.
Yeah. So, and some of the chapters are like 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
But you could just stop it at a chapter and then come back because it's like the food, the game, the hotel, the problem, like that kind of stuff.
It's like a bunch of videos into one.
Yeah. So I recommend that. It's very fun. And like watch what she does with her background. But yeah, very odd person, but like not in a bad way. It's just like eccentric.
Cool.
And that's what you need out of people on YouTube.
For sure.
Right. Okay. So, also, Rain did not send me the Pokemon game.
I did not, and I
So
just realized that when you told me.
So I have not picked a Pokemon yet. I started Crystal twice, but now I'm repairing a cartridge, and I just want to play it on the cartridge. Feels right.
It does.
Right? If you're not modifying it,
Yeah.
you don't want to play on a ROM.
Yeah.
So-
I haven't seen a lot of people play Emerald Rogue though. I'm kind of interested.
But you're playing the rogue like.
Emerald Rogue is the hard version of Emerald, super hard version, like competitive hard. And but I'm playing Poke Rogue.
And it's just battles?
Yeah, it's constant battles that actually do have a story though.
Huh.
And so you have 10 points. You have like $10 and you can spend it on Pokemon. And all the starters are $3 each. So you pretty much start with 3 Pokemon and then you're able to catch Pokemon as you go and then use them as your original starter for your next run.
Interesting.
Yeah. And there's 900 options.
Oh, geez.
So, or almost 1,000, over 1,000 now.
Wow.
Because it has every generation in it and every Pokemon in it. Great game. Great game.
Shout out to Christian with a K.
Yeah, shout out.
Who sent that? Yeah.
Shout out. Yeah, I heard it mentioned in passing on Kind of Funny during their stream. And that's when I was like, oh, what is that? And I just Googled it and I found it. And I found out you can play on your phone, Steam Deck. It's insane. And it has cloud saves.
Ooh.
Doesn't cost $1. And it...
Dude, because that save is a kilobyte,
Yeah. Yeah. So, shout out to those guys.
Cool. Yeah, that whole money system is why I want to play Killzone Mercenary. You heard of this?
Mm-mm.
It's a Vita game. Apparently, it's a really good Killzone game. And you like earn money from missions, and you could spend that on like.
Oh,
gear
like
stuff.
Counter-Strike?
I've never played Counter-Strike, but yeah, I guess I have a friend who's played Counter-Strike, and I've watched him, but it was never. I can't play shooters on PC.
Mouse and keyboard, not for you?
Not for me. I understand that skill-wise, it is superior.
Yeah, it's more
Precise, accurate, everything. But I don't. It's like when you try to teach your mom how to use the analog sticks. I can't with the mouse, especially because I invert.
Oh yeah.
No, you can't invert the mouse.
Yeah.
You don't.
That's weird.
But to me, it's the moving up to aim up. It doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
That's why I need the stick. I invert my stick. I used to have both sticks or left and right inverted because of Ratchet and Clank. But then they stopped. They removed that option, so I got used to it. But I invert the stick. It's the proper way. It's airplane controls.
Yeah, it is. I can get used to both. I feel like I'm ambidextrous.
That's not what it.
But
Yeah.
if there was a word for inverting,
Invert, dude. You'd be so much better.
yeah. When do I ever play shooters?
It's not just everything, dude.
Like on camera controls?
Yeah.
You invert? Oh,
No, I have. That's the first thing I do.
psycho, dude.
Dude,
What
that's
the
why I
heck?
can't play switching off controllers.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a game we used to do that in, and I'd have to switch the control every time. Oh, we do Gears runs, and we'd have to like every time like someone died or died twice, we'd switch, and I'd have to invert the controls every time,
Oh my god.
and it was just impossible. Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, I need that. It's because, dude, Colin said it. Colin and Brandon Jones, the two people I listen to the most, both invert because they're OGs. Everyone used to invert. If
I've
you
never
grab the
invert-
back
I've
of
never
someone's
inverted.
head and you push up, they're looking down, and you pull them back and they look up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there's games that force you to have inverted control.
Older games used to just be inverted.
Oh, okay. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the 360 is when it was really like you got to choose.
Okay.
Because that's when I remember people playing Call of Duty for the first time
Yeah.
and they would not invert. I'm like, what are you doing?
Mm.
And I guess maybe Halo, but I don't know how Halo started. Let me know. OG Halo on the OG Xbox. None of this Master Chief Collection. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I have no
Ratchet and
idea.
Clank was inverted. There was no choosing in the first one.
Okay.
And second
Okay.
Because
Okay.
you that's just it was airplane controls. It was
Mhm.
joystick controls where this was
Up and
yeah.
yeah.
Always invert. Kingdom Hearts coming to Steam. So you're gonna buy it and play it on your Steam Deck.
100%.
Dirty frames.
I look no.
Dirty frames. Dude, there's no way.
I run the PS3 version at 60 on the Steam Deck.
So what?
But it's bad.
You think
PS3.
you think they're gonna figure that out?
Who knows? Wait, which one though?
Oh, okay, yeah. Kingdom Hearts 3 will be 30 frames.
Yeah. But Kingdom Hearts 1, I think I can play 60.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Let me know how that is.
I will.
Birth by Sleep is gonna be cool.
I'm gonna mod it too. Mod them, put some nice texture packs. But they do there's a lot of good Kingdom Hearts modding out there.
And the mods are probably already out there because of
They are. Yeah, they've been out.
Oh.
I think that guy Cynical, I think his name is.
Cynical. I don't know.
Yeah, he has a whole video about
RJ asked me if he should get an analog pocket, and I said unless you really want to play on cartridges, if you have a Steam Deck, don't buy a pocket.
especially if you have an OLED.
He doesn't, but still,
Yeah.
it's a Game Boy device
Yeah.
with NES capability. But I do not have any other handhelds besides a Vita
Mhm.
and a DS, which I'm not gonna hack anything. I'm just not that guy. And I have a ton of cartridges.
But it's good that you have a DS. Wait, which DS? Original?
New 3DS XL.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's the easiest one to hack.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah.
I mean, like, if I'm not gonna hack anything or whatever, and I have all the Pokemon cartridges, and I have a bunch of cartridges.
For DS?
No, like
Oh, the
Game Boy
original.
cartridges
Yeah.
that go in the pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my handheld that I'm gonna play on.
Mhm.
Yeah, if I had a Steam Deck, no.
That I'm so surprised on how good Pokerogue looks on the Steam Deck. Looks better than my phone.
How?
No idea.
Maybe it's some Apple thing.
Maybe. It just straight up looks better than my phone.
That's a desktop browser on the Steam Deck.
It's Chrome. Chrome
probably
put into full screen. It's beautiful.
All right. Watch anything? Play anything else?
Shout out to the House of Villains on Peacock. Yeah. Shout out to Johnny Fairplay. It's essentially like a Big Brother, but they bring back all the villains from a bunch of reality TV shows. You remember Johnny Fairplay from Survivor?
I do not.
No, he faked that his grandma died. And the whole season,
What season was it?
Pearl Islands with Rupert.
I remember vaguely, but I don't know
Or-
what this guy looks like.
Omarosa's on there. New York's on there. A lot of OG.
I don't know
reality people.
if I saw Pearl Islands. Maybe.
Yeah, Johnny Bananas. You know Johnny Bananas
I don't
From-
know any of these people's names.
from
dude.
The Challenge.
I never watched The Challenge.
He's been on out of 42. I think it's 42 seasons of The Challenge. Something ridiculous.
There
dude.
are that many seasons of the show that I barely just heard of at your birthday party.
Yeah, it's something ridiculous. He's been on 21 of those seasons. The guy goes hard. I
What?
love Johnny Bananas.
Is that on Netflix?
The Challenge?
Yeah.
No.
Which one is the one Netflix one? I know Love Island. No. Love is Blind.
Love is Blind. Shake from Love is Blind is on.
I never watched all of that. I feel like I hate saying that I don't have Netflix because that's like those people who are like, I don't have a television because everyone has Netflix. I just do not have it.
You don't know who Shake is?
No.
The guy who said he was asking if a girl's fat or not?
Dude, I literally only know Chelsea.
Oh, no. This is season 2 or 1.
I literally only know Chelsea because of Megan Fox.
Oh, okay.
That's it. That's the only Love is Blind character I know.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, it's time for We Have It So Good, where we in the Tram Fam talk about our trips to Disney parks and more. Right in with your trip recaps at trammin.com/ask, just like Ozzy did. Did he send an email? Or was this all on the website?
No idea. How you want to do this?
I'll just read it.
All right. I'll be back. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. So Ozzy went to Walt Disney World starting on May 5th. So I feel like I'm going to read a paragraph and then we'll comment.
Cool.
All right. May 5th. We went to Disney Springs and he knows this. I cut this down significantly because it's a lot. And he told me to. Okay.
Revenge of the 5th.
Yes. We went to Disney Springs and wow, so much has changed since I've been. There's so many new shops and restaurants and bars. And the environment and energy were so awesome. 10 out of 10. And I like the fact that they had different themed areas like a waterfront and an industrial area. We got watermelon margaritas next to one of the stages, and it was okay because you couldn't really taste any of the alcohol. Tasted like juice, 4 out of 10. I got a couple Disney shirts from Walt Disney and Uniqlo. And for lunch, I had the chicken chipotle avocado sandwich from Earl of Sandwich and a frozen lemonade, 10 out of 10. After that, we headed to Kona Cafe at the Polynesian Resort. I love the vibes and the architecture, very retro. I got the rainbow roll with the pina colada, 7 out of 10. I'd like to try Ohana's in the future. I didn't know about the themed areas, but I see it now.
Yeah.
And we walk through it.
And remember, Pleasure Island was a big thing back in the day. The island in the middle.
Did we even see that?
I think Jock Lindsay's on Pleasure Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you brought up Uniqlo being cheap Disney merch.
Mm-hmm. And good Disney merch.
Yeah, not cheap, like bad, like inexpensive. And dude, the Earl of Sandwich. Chipotle chicken avocado. Shout out to Kimmy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a very good sandwich.
I don't think I've ever had
it. Choice.
I don't think I've ever had it.
Do you like Chipotle
mayo?
It's more than Chipotle. It's more orange than pink. It's like a like a Chipotle sauce.
Okay.
Especially like you like Thousand Island.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine like it's more like a Chipotle In-N-Out spread.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even then, yeah. It's like if I go to Earl, I get the turkey.
Yeah, but it's good though. It's good because the lettuce is kind of worthless.
Yeah.
The avocado's fine. It's like grilled chicken, but dude, I love grilled chicken with melted cheese on it. And that's what really does it. Yeah, it's a good sandwich. Yeah. It's just, I want everything else when I'm there. It's just a fun sandwich to tease.
I think, what's her name? I don't know her real name, but it's like OC Feed or something. She's like some Instagram foodie person, right? And she asked, give me the top 5 things to eat at Downtown Disney. And her number 2 was the Thanksgiving sandwich.
Yeah, because it's
great, dude.
It's one of the better ones you can get.
Yeah.
Although I will say, when they finally started warming up, the Capriotti's one is really good. You ever been there?
It is, yeah. I had it when I got my
like
Tesla.
Stuffing.
Yeah.
That thing's good.
I got the big one.
And their cranberry sauce is more like chunky.
Mm-hmm.
And their turkey's more like a turkey. It's not like cold cut.
Yeah.
I think that's like what they've started to lose me at Earl. Sometimes the cold cut, the way it's laid out is just not right.
And it's cold sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. May 6th. We got to Magic Kingdom when it opened and parked at the TTC. What is that?
No idea.
Something Transportation Center. I don't think it's Tomorrowland, which is cool because you could take the monorail or ferry to the park and get amazing views from above and on the water. The monorail went through the Contemporary Hotel, which was so amazing. Got to see the Mary Blair Wall. And then we headed straight to Space Mountain. Let me just say I actually liked it a lot. All it's missing is the music, which would make it a lot better, but I do like how there's 2 sides you can go on. I like how big the mountain is, and just the fact that you could see the Contemporary Hotel in the background gives it the futuristic Tomorrowland vibe. 8 out of 10.
I like all these numbers here.
Yeah, there are a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
Next was the People Mover. Still 10 out of 10.
Of course.
Overall vibes are awesome. After that, we did the Carousel of Progress, which is pretty much a walk-on. Pretty cool seeing the animatronics that Walt Disney worked on. 7 out of 10. After that, we did the Tomorrowland Speedway. It was pretty cool just seeing all of Tomorrowland, but a 5 out of 10.
I think it sucks.
Yeah, he said it's cool, but they could add a little more to the track. I feel like overall Tomorrowland is pretty cool, and I wish ours was more similar to theirs. After Tomorrowland, we went to Fantasyland and rode the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It was really cool, and I like how the queue is very interactive. 9 out of 10. We stopped at the Harbor House in Liberty Square and got the seafood boil, which was pretty good. I like that they had fresh shrimp. 6 out of 10. Big Thunder was a 6 out of 10. I think we had more animals and effects on ours, and our line moves a whole lot faster than theirs. Pirates was next. At its drop, it takes your picture, which caught me off guard. It's a 4 out of 10. It's really short and not as dramatic as ours. We were in Adventureland, so we rode Jungle Cruise, which is 6 out of 10. And then it was time to head to Tron. And let me just say, you have to ride Tron. It was one of the best experiences from the queue to the ride. Definitely deserves a solid 10 out of 10. Great effects, great soundtrack. Definitely hope Disneyland gets this attraction because this would be perfect. Next, we're Small World and Peter Pan. Both were a 5 out of 10. They just seemed very mid to me. He had some comments about the facade, but moving forward with, we got food at Pecos Bill Inn. So what is it? It's a weird name.
Yeah, I've heard of this place. It's closing.
Yeah. In Frontierland. Oh, it's going to be the Encanto restaurant?
Yeah.
He says, I got a chicken and beef fajita plate, 4 out of 10. I feel like Rancho del Soco has more options and higher quality.
Whew.
Yeah. The park closed at 11, so we took the ferry back to the TTC and headed back to our resort. Overall, a good day and had a great time.
Yeah, I wouldn't get Mexican in Florida.
No. So, Tomorrowland Speedway is just a nasty little speedway.
It's just a circle, dude.
Oh, it's a circle?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You go around once?
Yeah.
Is it a track or can you move around?
It's just like Autopia.
Like lanes?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Space Mountain, what's up with their music?
I don't even remember. Don't even remember what it is.
They don't have the speakers in the cars. Is there music?
Oh, forget. I don't want to know because I'm this writing and just from previous things. I want to go to Magic Kingdom. I haven't been there in a while. A little over a year.
Why do you bag on it so much?
Why do I bag on it?
Yeah.
Because if you notice everything he just said, we do everything better too.
Yeah, you know what? Because it's a comparison to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Mm.
And we just have the better version, minus the right Tron and People Mover. But you know what? I think he is right. I think Tomorrowland may be better in Walt Disney World.
It's just, ours is so bad.
Yeah.
We just have Space Mountain.
There's this bigger, there's more to do. It's more cohesive.
They do have a bunch of weird, like Monsters Inc. laugh floor though.
Yeah.
And then Stitch's thing is closed.
But then they have Carousel of Progress.
Yeah, I guess it's something to do.
Yeah.
No 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea though. Sorry, was it Marcos who said he wanted to go on that? I want to know about his trip. Is he going to Miami? Marcos.
Let us know.
Let us know. What's going on with Miami? We're not like making fun of you. I want to know. Like, I'm dead serious.
How's this going to happen?
Are they it's more than 3 hours, dude.
Yeah.
I read it was like 6.
No, it's like 3. Like 3 and 45, let's say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's why I was saying it's like going to Vegas.
Yeah, I want to know what you're doing. Right in with your trip. The Walt Disney World Planning episode part 2. Okay, May 7th, Hollywood Studios. Got here at 9:30 and got Starbucks for breakfast. Probably a good choice in Florida. And headed to Tower of Terror, which was only a 45-minute wait. Let me just say, I love Tower of Terror a lot. From the hotel to the queue to the drops, and pretty good. I like the fact the doors open all the way up at the top and you can see Disney World. And the overall vibe was very big and very grand. Definitely 10 out of 10. After that, we headed to Beauty and the Beast live on stage, which was good. It's just a live stage production of the movie. 7 out of 10. Headed to Toy Story Land for Midway Mania. I didn't realize this was in Hollywood Studios.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I remember now, but like...
It's called Toy Story Land, right?
It's probably like Andy's backyard.
I think you're right.
Jenny Nicholson talks about that too, how nothing has a cool name anymore.
Yeah.
Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You know, it's like no one calls it that. Oh, it's just Toy Story Land, yeah.
Okay.
All right. But like old school, it would be called like the Toy Box.
Yeah.
Which is the Kingdom Hearts does that.
It's because of Google. Because SEO. That's why.
Yeah, Toy Story Land. Let your adventure begin at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We got to go back. Okay, to Ozzy's writing. Okay. Headed to Toy Story Land for Midway Mania. I thought the queue on the inside was better than ours and faster. Only a 35-minute wait and a 9 out of 10. And then we did the Alien Flying Saucers, which was fine. It was like Mater's in Cars Land.
Yeah.
We then headed to Rise, but it broke down. So we headed to Muppet Vision 3D, which was cool. I miss ours. I like how they have a whole dedicated land just for them. After that, we headed back to Rise, and it was pretty much same as ours. And we got lunch at Fairfax Fair. And I got the barbecue tri-tip, which was pretty good. And after that, I got an orange sherbet ice cream, which was also good. I would say both items were a 6 out of 10. After that, we did a Frozen sing-along, which is pretty much the same as the one we had.
I
Did
think
we have a thing?
I think we did where Junior is, or Disney Junior.
Mm.
Yeah.
He said we did Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I like ours a lot better. Just the queue on the outside looks better than Hollywood Studios. We got dinner at the Sci-Fi Theater, which was amazing. Still a classic. Got the cheeseburger. 8 out of 10.
Huh, good cheeseburger.
After dinner, we headed to Fantasmic. There, Fantasmic was really cool. I think I like the OG song better than our new one at Disneyland. It's just very nostalgic to me, but overall, great show. Overall, good day. Tomorrow is Epcot, so I'm excited for Flower and Garden and the Epcot aesthetic. Did you write this as you went?
I think he did. I think this was his like diary. Journal.
Yeah, journal. So, Hollywood Studios. It's the Tower of Terror Park.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
Because
it.
he didn't have much to say.
And for non-Disneyland goers, the Galaxy's Edge Park.
The Galaxy's Edge Park. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
For people who don't go to Disneyland.
I feel like I wouldn't park hop just to have more chill days that I'm not dying.
Mm.
Because you said people do this with Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
But I feel like I would just show up here late. Because do people do that? No, they do Animal Kingdom first, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do Hollywood Studios next. Or last. Sometimes they close at 10.
I feel like I would just not worry about getting there on time because I'm not going on Rise.
Yeah.
And then just, I'll be fine getting on Tower of Terror at some point, right? And just walk around, check some snacks out.
Yeah.
I'd probably eat at Woody's Lunchbox. That's the only thing people talk about in Hollywood Studios.
Oh, the Roundup Rodeo
barbecue? Like I hear that's good.
What's with barbecue in Florida? That's like the only good thing
It's the South, dude.
that Disney World has.
It's the South.
Nothing but barbecue.
We have this at Troubadour Tavern. That's why it's the Roundup potato.
Yeah. Yeah.
I almost got it, but I did not.
Mm.
Okay. Soon. May 8th, the first Epcot day. Oh, there's 3 more days. Okay. Got to the park around 9:30 and headed for Spaceship Earth, which is always a classic, 10 out of 10. After that, we did the Seas with Nemo because it was only 5 minutes. It's a 5 out of 10. I was more fascinated with the aquarium they had after you exit the ride. We headed to Mexico and rode the Grand Fiesta Tour. Reminds me of It's a Small World a little bit, 6 out of 10. Got lunch here, so I got the strawberry margarita and the chips and guac and tacos de cochinita, which was amazing. Pork was tender and the guac was really good. Another 10 out of 10 for the food. After that, our boarding group was called for Guardians. And all I could say is, wow, that was amazing. 10 out of 10, hands down, from the queue to the smoothness of the ride and the overall vibe. Pre-show was super cool. Can't wait to go on this again on my final Epcot day. We then headed to Norway for Frozen Ever After, which was a good 6 out of 10. This land brought back memories for me because I remember when it used to be Maelstrom in 2006, which was pretty scary. Glad they changed it. We headed to China and got a honey hibiscus tea, which was a good 6 out of 10. A lot of 6 out of 10s.
Yeah.
And then headed to Japan and got sushi. Brave. Next, we went to Italy for the arrabbiata pasta and a glass of sangria. Sangria is Italian?
Yes.
I thought it was Mexican.
Sangria. I don't know if that was more Mexican or Italian. Yeah.
Okay. Pasta was amazing and the sangria was a good 9 out of 10. Ratatouille was really cool. I like the queue and just the whole boarding area was very cool. It's a 45-minute wait, which wasn't bad. I would say 8 out of 10. After that, we did Test Track. And I really liked that you use your Magic Band for this one. I like how they had an interactive queue where you can design your own car and compete with the other racers. 9 out of 10. Overall, I love the vibe of Epcot. Very retro Disney. Chips and guac sounds good right now.
It does. It does.
Okay. Yeah, we did our whole. Our thoughts on Epcot.
Yeah.
I feel like
on all.
seems like a good day.
Mhm.
Smart that he went twice.
Yeah.
He didn't have to pack this day in. It
Mhm.
sounds like more chill. And just so everyone knows, anything I cut out, I didn't cut out things he did. It was just cut down. Like
Fluff.
this was Ozzy's day. It
Yeah.
wasn't fluff. It was just like it was just like, all right, he knows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he wrote more than 9 out of 10. He was like, oh, I would give this a 9 out of. I was just like 9 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just like, so much here, but it's okay. Thank you, Ozzy. We appreciate that you always write in. Animal Kingdom on May 9th, 9:30 a.m. Kilimanjaro Safaris. The line was 90 minutes.
Ooh-wee.
So instead, we paid for Genie Plus today so we could get on a lot of the rides, considering the fact that the park closed at 6.
Yeah.
After reserving our first lightning lane for Kilimanjaro, we headed to Kali River Rapids. Couldn't believe how short the ride was.
Yeah, that's what Gabriel and I said.
Yeah, I guess when you're younger, 'cause he's been there before, everything seems bigger and longer overall. Still a good ride. It's a 7 out of 10 for me. So after that, we headed to Kilimanjaro, which was awesome. Still a 10 out of 10. And after that, we booked another lightning lane for Expedition Everest, which was literally right after our first one. The ride was really cool, and the views you could see from there are amazing. You could see Tower of Terror and Epcot. 10 out of 10. After that, I wanted a Dole Whip, and I was craving one since I didn't get one at Magic Kingdom or the Polynesian. So he did not rate the Dole Whip. That's okay. Let's see. After that, we headed to Pandora to do Flight of Passage, which was 90 minutes. Not bad at all. And another, wow. The ride, the smells, and the effects were amazing. The queue is amazing, too. Definitely would like to do that one again. Another solid 10 out of 10. Glad we paid for that one. Headed to Satuli Canteen and got the Build Your Own Bowl with Ilu Splash Margarita, which was amazing and very refreshing. 10 out of 10. Navi River Journey was cool. He wrote 8 out of 5. Is that an 8 out of 10?
That's an 8 out of 10.
All right. Dinosaur, yeah, that ride is scary. It's very dark and loud, and I was just not feeling it at all. I think mainly because of the darkness of it and the jump scares. Way too many jump scares on that ride. So I would say 6 out of 10. I just don't know how people like this ride. It was just not for me. After that, headed back to Expedition Everest again. The wait was 25 minutes. Back to Kali River Rapids to finish off the day. Overall, a good day at Animal Kingdom. Did he miss anything? Festival of Lion King.
Yeah, big miss. Good show.
Yeah, well, he'll be back.
Yeah.
Did I already mention this? Rosina from Pennsylvania, who's been to Florida many times, said Festival of Lion King is the one thing she remembers. Like that stuck out to her.
Mm-hmm.
It is good. Who has it? Is it Shanghai? Oh, Hong Kong.
They have Festival of the Lion King?
Yeah, and it's exactly the same, but Simba doesn't look as freaky. He looks his own kind of freaky though.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. May 10th. Woke up at 6:30 and got All right. And got the Cosmic Rewind virtual queue. In the park, I wanted to see what all the hype was about at Joffrey's. So I got a decaf mocha cold drink, which was okay. I think I like Starbucks a tad more. Living with the Land was amazing. The fact that all the food is grown there and is for all the resorts and parks is truly awesome. Even how they plant their plants in the sand. It was truly amazing. 10 out of 10. I was feeling the Walt Disney vibes here. I couldn't imagine how Epcot would have been if he had built the city of tomorrow. I really like the airport style queue for Soarin', but then he put 6 out of 10.
Because it's just Soarin'.
Around the world.
Yeah.
After that, got the avocado toast from the Brunch Cop booth. It was really good. And after that, it was time for Guardians. Solid 10 out of 10. We rode Grand Fiesta Tour again. Oh, wait. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Wait, so what's... Oh, Saludos Amigos. I kept calling the ride that. That's
that's the movie.
The movie, yeah. Okay. I guess it makes sense that they sell those ears here now, which I'll mention.
Why?
It doesn't say Grand Fiesta Tour on it.
It says Saludos Amigos.
Yeah. Okay. I'm a dummy, but we'll bring that up. Then met up with the Trammin crew at the Germany area. I still cannot believe we ended up in Walt Disney World at the same time. Definitely was a whole vibe as always. After I said my goodbyes, I headed back to Mexico and got the same tacos and margarita and side of guac. Still was amazing with the strawberry marg. We sat at this area which overlooks the lagoon. Let me just say how awesome a view of the water and World Showcase was. Sitting here, taking in everything. Definitely 10 out of 10 just eating good food, having a good drink, and soaking up all the Epcot vibes. After that, we did Mission Space. I did the Earth mission since I just ate a lot of food, and overall cool experience. I would say 7 out of 10. I also reserved a lightning lane for Journey into Imagination, which was really cool, but really old. It's cool to experience a ride from the past. 6 out of 10. It could use a little upgrade. So next, we got the grilled lobster tail and cucumber watermelon slush from a booth. 7 out of 10. After that, we went to France and got the orange slushy drink, which tasted like an orange sherbet with alcohol. 8 out of 10. He knows what he's doing with the slushies, dude.
Yeah.
That's
how you do it in Florida.
Should have done it. Headed back to Via Napoli in the back of Italy to get a margarita pizza, which was a solid 10 out of 10. I don't know if you felt this, but Epcot at the end of the night had me a little emotional. In the end, my mom and I just stared at Spaceship Earth. Seeing the colors on it with the surrounding environment of Epcot is just something you have to experience if you've never been. Some people say the castle and the fireworks get them emotional, but this is it for me. I hope to be back in the future, maybe in the next 4 to 5 years. Overall, I had a blast out here just experiencing some old experiences and some new ones. I can't wait to be back home at Disneyland once again. So he finishes, overall, my trip was good from the food, the vibes, and even the cast members. Everyone was really helpful and friendly on our visit. If I could do things over, I definitely would stay on Disney property. I had a taste of it staying Saturday, Sunday morning when I got into Orlando on May the 4th. Just the perks you get from staying on property to the friendly staff. Shout out to Megan, the front desk, who works the evening and late shift. Gave us all the tips and tricks on how to navigate throughout our stay. But I'd consider staying at one of the Disney Springs properties or one of the value resorts just to see what I'm paying for. I'd like to space out my days more, leave out Friday, have a resort day, chill by the pool Saturday, Disney Springs, Sunday, Monday. Saturday, Disney Springs, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday would be park days, and Wednesday would be another resort day, and Thursday, Saturday, wow, he's got Thursday through Saturday park days, then fly out following Sunday. I would definitely do Epcot again, twice, considering the fact that there's so much to do and see and eat and drink. Can't wait to hear you guys' experience. I hope you had a good Walt Disney World trip. We did.
Yeah. So did you.
Would you have done 2 Epcot days, or would that not have worked?
No, I don't think so. I think one Epcot day was good.
It was like 2 packed, but then what were we going to do?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because the food. It's not, unless we did Le Cellier, I guess.
Yeah.
Like if we did some sit downs or something.
If we did some sit downs, I think a 2-day Epcot thing would have worked. But otherwise, I want to see everything.
Yeah, I feel like when I go, I don't want to rush in.
Yeah.
You know?
I think you can spend a day in World Showcase, and you can spend a day in the rest of the park.
Yeah, and then go revisit whatever you liked in World Showcase
Yeah.
or like one you missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like the Genie Plus won't really be a problem. It's Guardians, but you don't have to be in the park for that if you're on Disney property, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So
No, I don't even think you need to be on Disney property for virtual queue.
There's a weird thing.
Is there? I've never.
Oh no, being on Disney property lets you get your first Genie Plus before you go to the park.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe that includes buying the Lightning Lane because you bought that in the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think. Is there anything else there that would take up? No, right? Test track maybe, but not really.
Yeah, but I think you can do 2 days.
Yeah, what I mean is like you can do all the rides twice if you go 2 days and you buy Genie Plus, but you don't have to like rush in the park to get all the Genie. Like Disneyland, you got to start in the morning.
Yeah.
To get on everything.
Yeah.
Which is also psychotic. Not psychotic.
Like trying to get on everything.
Yeah, it's like it's a lot.
Disneyland's a 2-day park. You can easily make it a 2-day park.
Yeah, because there's like you want to do the Tiki Room.
Mm-hmm.
Like Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln is cool, right? Like you want to watch a parade, especially if you're on vacation.
It's very condensed.
Yeah. And, Phantasmic, fireworks from multiple angles. Skip the fireworks one night and go on something.
Yeah.
I was talking to Michael at work, and he was talking about Disney. He brought up Disneyland Forward. Like, I heard something. I'm like, oh, it's this. He goes, like, do I want to go before they start all that?
Oh, sorry. I forgot that I got more propaganda in the mail. More Disneyland Ford propaganda. I wanted to bring it. And it was like a big fold out one too.
Nice.
For the Anaheim residents.
Yeah, we'll do it soon. And he was like, "Oh, do I want to go for all this construction starts?" I go, "There's construction now,
Yeah.
and it's way worse." I go, "Haunted Mansion's closed." And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, Critter Country's closed." He's like, "Oh, I saw that." I'm like, "Yeah, it's all closed." I go, "This is a 10-year project. It's just gonna be construction all the time, and a lot of it's not in the park." I'm like, I'll let you know when to go, but don't go when Haunted Mansion's closed. Yeah, okay. Glad you had a great trip, man. I want to say it sounds like he knew better, but he also didn't go for 2 days.
Right.
It sounds like he had it all planned out, but this isn't like Kimmy and I went and messed up the whole trip. No, we went for 2 days. We had a 2-day trip, which was its own separate thing.
Yeah.
So yeah. We did have fun. You know that. You watched or whatever.
Last week.
Yeah. I don't have any more reflections really. Just the concept of it I want to talk about. Because I brought it up unrelated to our trip, and I didn't want to do that. But we did go to Disneyland. We flew in on Sunday. So I was in Animal Kingdom on Saturday. I was in Epcot on Friday, then Animal Kingdom Saturday, and then I was in Disneyland on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we did go for my birthday. The plan was to leave my house at 10:30. Because Kimmy was driving from Laguna. I'm like, don't drive in the morning traffic. She's like, you don't want the full day? I'm like, I'm good. I did the full day theme park thing.
The week before, yeah.
Yeah, days before.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I don't need to do that right now. I just want to go hang out at Disneyland because it's a very different vibe. So I'm like, yeah, we'll just go when we go. And I snagged a Carthay Circle alfresco dining reservation for 12:30. Which I think is perfect because you can't make it for 12 because your timing is going to be off. It's you'll probably show up around 12 by the time you get there, whatever. Dude, we showed up. Security was a mess because they had just started it. So we walked to downtown Disney and they had already put away the plexiglass thing in another lane and closed it and just did the regular security.
Okay.
So we just strolled in.
Okay.
Walked all the way to DCA, and we made it to our reservation a minute before. But we got in, they sat us inside.
Nice.
At a nice little table just for two. There are some girls that they said birthday twins. I don't know if they were also twins and they were my birthday twin, or if one of them was my birthday twin. But happy birthday to them.
Yeah.
There's a family in there. So I'm I asked the waiter, really cool waiter, should have got his name. But it's hey, everything here is still small, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, because I want to order a bunch of stuff. So got a lot of good food. Carthay Circle alfresco menu. And where else did I eat, Rain? Studio Catering Co. Because I want to have these ready, so I'm not doing this twice. Okay, so Carthay Circle Lounge lunch. I got the Carthay Mai Tai.
You said it was great, right?
Wonderful.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Classic?
It was a dark rum Mai
Okay.
Tai, but very classic tasting. But it wasn't that little fresco tasting one. But very good. I just want to find... Kimmy took a picture and they didn't... There was some error uploading, but here we are. Okay. So we got the Vietnamese twice cooked beef lettuce wraps with pineapple mint salsa. These used to be tacos.
Now they're lettuce wraps.
Yeah.
P.F. Chang style.
People like lettuce wraps. Kimmy loves lettuce wraps. Give me the tacos.
I like lettuce.
But it was a lot of meat, and the waiter goes, if you need more lettuce, let me know. That's a common problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so... but
that
didn't.
buttered lettuce.
Yeah, so that was pretty good. There's my Mai Tai. We actually switched all this around. We got the Moroccan roasted chicken meatballs.
Okay. I never had those.
Yeah, they come with pomegranate relish and tzatziki. I swear there was hummus in there, but maybe it was just the tzatziki. But this... I was originally planning on eating at Docking Bay, but this scratched that itch exactly.
Okay. Yeah,
So
it's weird enough.
it's similar to the Felucian kefta.
Yeah.
So pretty good. Then we ordered this all at once. I wanted the Carthay ratatouille because I've never had ratatouille. It's heirloom cherry tomatoes, le délice de bourgeon cloud. I think it's some sort of cheese cream.
Okay.
Really good. Really good. It's just veggies and cream, but
Good stuff.
It was very like, I'm eating food.
Yeah.
This is good. But star of the show for me was, of course, the bao buns of soy ginger braised pork belly with cucumber kimchi.
Nice.
Dude, my first bite, I literally said out loud, Florida could never. This was like, dude, I had my
That's a fair statement, dude.
my eyes open. And I'm like, we're so back. Like, so really good. I talked to the waiter towards the end. I was like, dude, I was wearing my Epcot shirt. I don't know if he brought it up. And I was like, I literally got back Sunday. I was like, all this food is better than probably the best thing there. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I've been there once. It's cool. I'm like, no, it's cool. I feel like I'd go back, but not every year. He goes, I can't do every year. Because a lot of people who work here, they do that. He's like, I can't do it. Because he's like, yeah, I'll miss it sometimes, but like, yeah. I think it's because you're in vacation mode or travel mode. You're a travel mode guy, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all the food, very good. Kimmy got some mocktail, which was actually decent. It wasn't too sweet. What are they called? Matinee? Yes. Wild berry lemonade. All natural lemonade with flavors of blackberry, strawberry, raspberry, blueberry with a spritz of purified sparkling water. That's why.
I think Brandy has
put the Sprite.
Yeah.
It tastes like a lemon up from In-N-Out. I love pink lemonade, dude.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Okay. So that was great. After that, I bought the Genie Plus. Kimmy is like, no, I'll buy it. I won't freak out. I'm like, let me buy it because even if we go on like 5 rides, I'm just going to be fine with just dumping that money. It's okay. Like, I don't need you to buy this on my birthday. Please don't worry. So I bought it. 48 buckaroos.
For two.
For 2. But but I bought it and then I booked Indy first. It was down. I'm like, let me just book it. Right. So I booked it and then we went to the Pixar area. So saw the little short stop.
That's cool.
So they are playing shorts. Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah.
I gave it a hard time. It was cute. I liked it.
I like the chessboard on the left side.
Dude, there's a ton of games.
Yeah. But the chessboard specifically because of the short.
Yeah.
The old man.
The Buzz Lightyear picture. This is the butterfly wings for white people. Oh, these are back. I realized they used to be there.
What?
On the wall.
The Buzz Lightyear wings?
Yeah.
And then they had the up balloons and
yeah. So then we did a little shopping. We didn't buy anything. Cool mini ears.
America.
Yeah, America. Got my button in Disneyland.
Nice.
At one of the I always get it from like the first cart in there.
Mm-hmm. By the
next to City Hall. Because City Hall's always closed or too busy. Indy broke down. But I was like, or no. I got it and then it broke down. Or I don't know what happened, but they gave the multiple experience. I'm like, good. Because then I'll just use that when Indy reopens because we can go whenever we want.
Yeah.
And it let us book something else. But we ended up getting on that like right away, very quick. Everything worked. Dude, we were on with this party. The man on the left did not understand pulling the yellow tab. And he couldn't hear the cast member because loud in there. And the lady behind him who was in his group would just like pull on the thing. And the cast member had it on her belt. You don't usually have it in their hand. The guy was just not getting it. And then the cast member walked in our row and like helped him.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The public.
But a bunch of little kids on the ride, dude, they were losing their S. They were so scared.
Yeah.
They were having fun, but they did not expect any of it. And I thought it was hilarious. They were, because it wasn't the forced screaming that people do. It was just terrified children, which I don't normally get a kick out of that. But I think because they're terrified on Indiana Jones, I'm like, they're fine. They're just losing it. So I thought that was funny.
Crazy how much better it is than Dinosaur, huh?
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Kimmy's like, how's that? I'm like, Dinosaur's exactly the same, but terrible. So we did Tiki Room next.
Nice.
And it's just so good. Oh, I was like, let's do Tiki Room. And then the doors were open when we walked past. So we just walked right in and sat in the back. So yeah, still wonderful. My favorite line, I think, or second favorite line is because of their claws? No, because they're macaws. I think it's just so good. Got a lightning lane or whatever for Big Thunder and like got on immediately. Shout out to this man in a do-rag and rose gold mini ears.
Shout out.
Shout out. Paula, there you go. There's your, what a look. What a look. Big Thunder's great. I didn't get this earlier because I did not realize that Mickey and Minnie is just part of Genie Plus.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it 100 times. And I'm like, I'm not buying that. And then at some point, Kimmy's like, oh, let's check Mickey and Minnie. I'm like, oh, yeah.
It's part of it now.
So got that, sat down, and then the lights turned on. And they're like, come back.
Yeah.
And then they're like, hold on, we're getting our recovery team, blah, blah, blah. And then they scanned everyone and gave everyone the
multiple experience.
Limited multiple select experience. It's just for that ride.
Oh, okay.
If you book a Genie Plus and the ride goes down, you can use it for anything, including that ride. If the ride goes down while you're on it, they give it just for that ride because not everyone who sat down had Genie Plus.
Oh, okay.
Because anyone who makes it past the merge point, which is anyone who makes it to the movie theater, gets a fast pass.
Okay.
For this ride to return later. So then we went to the Pixar Pier Festival thing. I got the ube popcorn with the Skittles that are freeze dried and M&Ms. Not enough M&Ms, way too many Skittles. I will say freeze dried Skittles, tasty snack.
Better than regular Skittles.
Oh yeah. And someone at work with bad teeth said it's great for his teeth because they just shatter. But did not belong in this popcorn. Very purple popcorn. It like turns your tongue and fingers purple. Like this looks like I did
Grimace.
what Ant-Man was going to do to Thanos. You know? So yeah, very, dude, that is, and that was half the box. And it comes in the cool retro box. Can't put it in your backpack because the bottom of the box is slightly open and that powder flies everywhere. And I'm like, I'm not staining
the inside of her backpack.
Yeah, so I just walked around. I got to post this. I don't have that Instagram anymore, so I'll find a reason. The Acolyte.
Where's that?
The old Fast Pass stations for Buzz and Star Tours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was cool. Then we did Star Tours. Did not get Cassian. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Probably did some other stuff that I forgot just because we jumped around. We were gonna do Buzz. The Lightning Lane was wrapped around. So
it's always
it was a
really
grad
long.
night too. Yeah. So then I got an Incredicoaster Lightning Lane, and immediately we just crossed and went on it. They have the great looking popcorn. We can move on. Got a Lightning Lane for Goofy Sky School, which actually took a second, but that's fine. Then we got from Studio Catering Company, Ramon's Nachos, which had chicken.
Oh,
but tasted fishy.
really?
Not good. And I got the orange chicken burrito. Complete skip.
Complete.
Don't even try. Not even worth trying. I promise you. It's crispy orange chicken, lo mein noodles with vegetables, egg fried rice, rolled in a flour tortilla, and served with hot sauce and fried wonton chips.
I can tell you what's wrong with it right now. It's not crispy.
Not crispy, but it didn't need. It was super garlicky rice that overpowered everything.
Oh.
It should have been no rice and all lo mein noodles. There was like 10 noodles in there.
Yeah.
So it was just, and it was the sweet and sour egg roll sauce, which is good, but like the chicken wasn't sauce, so you had to put the sauce on it. Very one note. Not good. John said Sheridan didn't like it and said the exact same thing I did. Reyes asked, I'm like, dude, don't even. Just eat something else.
Oh, the first miss on the burritos.
Yeah. First complete miss for me. So was not good, but thank you for buying me dinner, Kimmy. Then I guess I didn't put all my photos in. So we're thought of a new episode that we're gonna do at some point. Don't worry about it. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, right. I saw Animal Kingdom Mickey.
Oh, that's right.
That I said, where else can you get this for your niece? Turns out at Disneyland. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we walked to DCA, right? From the parking lot. The first thing we did was walk past Wonderground and see all the Saludos Amigos merch that Ricardo and I walked to Mexico for.
Yeah.
But I think, like I said now, we realized, it's not.
It's not called that.
No, the ride is not that. So this was literally just merch for the short. So my bad. I did see your Lion King mug and the Lion King towel that I bought Kimmy. Decent Tomorrowland merch. That's a Matthew Serrano
Yeah, it
joint.
is. I'm glad I got the Animal Kingdom mug.
Oh, that? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool. Did your mom like it?
Yeah, I love the purse.
Oh, right. So then it was basically, I feel like I'm missing something, but went to Oga's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We were kind of full, but I was like, I want something. So I got the Sea Monsters Embrace, not Sea Monsters Embrace. That's
That's Trader Sam's.
yeah, but the something sea from Star Wars. It was a Galactic Star Cruiser drink. I said, hey, are all the glasses gone? He goes, yeah. So I think they're from the gift shop. They're not from like their bar.
Oh,
But they got rid of them all. I missed it. That's my bad. But like, you have the Loth Cat? He goes, yeah, we got the Loth Cat. So I showed Kimmy the Loth Cat, and she was like, oh, it's really cute. I go, oh, do you want it? She goes, oh, I don't have space for that. I'm like, oh, I'll take it. That's fine. And then I'm like, does the drink look good? She goes, yeah, it was a really good drink. Non-alcoholic, a little sweet, but not too sweet. The guava kind of like cuts through it.
That's the Loth Cat drink.
Yeah, it's non-alcoholic.
Okay.
So that's the problem. It's like $35. But when she saw the mug, she's like, this is like the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
So
it's a nice
Star
mug.
Wars cat. Yeah. It's small little drinking area in the back. They give you a straw. They sat us with 3 other parties at a booth.
Did you have a reservation?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we were 3 other parties, and then another party showed up, but one was like leaving, and they're like, we're going to get out. It was, dude, too much.
That's crazy.
We shared with one other party once. I was like, okay, this is a huge booth. 2
Mhm.
parties. They're like, oh, scoot down.
Yeah, they've told us that before too.
I'm like, bro. And there was parties locked in the booth. I'm like, you can't do that. No. So the drinks are very sweet, so I didn't want another one because I wanted a Yub Nub or a Fuzzy Tauntaun, but it was good drink, but too sweet. I'm like, okay, I'm good. But we did get they're garlic pretzels now.
Oh, okay.
I like the salty ones better. It only comes with one tingly sauce.
Mm.
The black salt pretzels were better. But again, this is a garlic not pretzel. So it was fine. It comes with 2, so we split it. Saw a little DJ Rex. Kimmy has never seen him break down, so he did that little bit.
Oh, that's cool.
And then we saw the little RX droid.
Yeah, I saw.
There was only one.
Okay.
There were
I mean,
no-
it's still something.
Yeah. Dude, this little girl was loving it. So he was interacting with the little girl who was just like amazed. And then like he jumped, she jumped, like she was laughing. It was adorable.
Yeah, that's cool.
But really cool seeing the droids. And then I saw this and the Steam Deck.
That's crazy.
It's literally a Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Because it runs Linux, so it's probably
Yeah.
super easy for them. Notice of audio-visual capture. This area is being used to capture audio-visual footage in connection with research.
Okay.
Being conducted by Walt Disney Imagineering. By being in this area, you consent to being recorded as part of the research, and Walt Disney Imagineering, its parent, affiliate, subsidiary companies, any such audio or video recordings of you for any purpose whatsoever, including but not limited to, this is really important here, non-identifiable sentiment analysis. Without compensation to you. If you do not wish to be recorded, leave.
Non-identifiable
sentiment analysis. It's a new thing. It's not new, but it's automatic AI stuff now, where they analyze how you feel based off of your expressions in reaction to things.
Oof. Big data's getting crazy.
Yeah, everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. Computers are doing it. Apps are doing it. Anything with like camera access. They want to know how you feel when something happens.
Crazy.
Yeah. When the line is long, are you angry? Like when you see the robot, are you happy?
Yeah.
Are you laughing? Are you pointing? Are you recording? What's going on?
It's funny. We had a meeting today about why our leads are becoming less and less. And all the guys, all of our salespeople, were trying to have me explain how we get to be an AI answer. And I'm like, it doesn't really work like that.
It's okay.
It's a loaded question.
We are an AI answer.
Yeah.
Our website has a ton of text on it that explains everything. And our website calls our machines the best. So the AI reads it and goes, well, it says it's the best.
Yeah.
So it must be. So they
Yeah.
go there. Problem now is a lot of the AI stuff was farmed in 2021.
Yeah.
So you'd have to write a lot of text on your website not from AI. That says you guys are the best and the number one on multiple pages in like real cohesive text. And the next time they train it, it has to find you.
And like you ask AI who's the best custom inflatable manufacturer, comes up with 3 names, and the middle one, custominflatables.com, doesn't even exist. You click on the URL, it's broken.
Can you buy it?
Not for sale, but it's
for sale. 10K. No, seriously.
I mean,
We did that.
I've done it before too, but it's like when you go on the website, a lot of the time it's like, oh, for sale. It doesn't.
You
show
can
up there.
find out who owns it and do it.
Yeah, like you can go on GoDaddy and do the whole broker thing, but
Yeah. So yeah.
maybe I will actually. Now that you mention it.
Yeah. How did we get here? Oh, sentiment analysis. Yeah,
That's crazy.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's fine. Whatever. Make really sad faces when you're in line, and maybe they'll realize that long lines are a problem.
Where would you see that sign? Galaxy's Edge?
Leaving Galaxy's Edge, the
Okay.
Fantasyland exit, more or less. So after that, Mickey's Runaway Railway, whatever, was open. So we did the lightning lane for that. Although like the line was maybe 10 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that. Then we did, while I was there, dude, Genie Plus, you really do just have to book stuff and just hit edit. And
And
then,
to hit it, yeah.
so you hit change time and then you pick the new time and the new time will jump lower.
Yeah.
So I went from a 9:40 Roger Rabbit to like 10 minutes after we were there. So like, yeah, I went from 9:40 to 8:15. So we got off of Mickey and Minnie's, then went on Roger Rabbit.
Nice.
While I had already got a Pirates one. Did we dupe?
You can have 2.
If it's been 2 hours or whatever.
Oh,
so I
okay,
grabbed the
okay.
Roger Rabbit one a long time before,
Yeah.
and the Mickey one was a select.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I think, did we do Pirates? We might have. I'm like so confused. Maybe we just didn't take any pictures, but I think I did Pirates, which should not be on Lightning Lane, but it's because Haunted Mansion is closed. And then we did a quick Jungle Cruise at night and brought up, was it Matthew who said Jungle Cruise at night sucks? You can't see anything.
Did he? I don't remember.
Someone said that, and we're like, what the hell are you saying?
that. Yeah. I love it at night.
Yeah, it's the best. So did that, cool skipper, and then I'm like, let's go. Left. We left at 9:24 because there was no fireworks.
Yeah.
There's projections. I'm like, all right, we're good.
It's time to go.
Yeah, we actually stayed later than we thought. One more.
Yeah.
One more. Jungle Cruise. So yeah, I had a really good birthday.
Nice.
I always go to Disneyland on my birthday because it can't disappoint me, although it will disappoint me in certain ways. I know exactly in which ways I will be disappointed. I will be disappointed in long lines and crowds in Hyperspace Mountain, which we could not get a lightning lane for.
You tried.
I did try because
Okay.
it's still a fun ride. I
Yeah.
just don't prefer it, but it kept climbing. I'm like, I don't want to waste 2 hours on this thing, and not care. If it was Space Mountain, I would have grabbed that first instead of Indy and just kind of tried to play with it, but also just like, it's fine. I'll wait the 2 hours and just go on other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, great time.
Nice.
Tiki Room that's become a birthday tradition now. And couldn't do Winnie the Pooh on my birthday. Sorry. Happy birthday, Reyes. I forgot which day it was exactly,
Happy birthday.
but we may have missed it a little bit or very close. There were some other ones, but it's okay. Happy birthday. Rain, you went Friday?
I did. It was a pretty quick trip. Yeah, it was Alyssa's birthday.
Happy
And
birthday.
she asked if we wanted to go. You know, I was like, yeah, but I can't. She was there all day. Didn't have Genie Plus actually, but she was in DCA all day with her friend Michelle. And Brandy and I met up with her after I got out of work. The security was insane. Like I said earlier, they didn't allow any more people to go inside of the security area at Mickey and Friends. The line was already almost at the escalator. So we were like, okay, we'll walk all the way to downtown Disney. And the line was just not as long, but it was still ridiculous. If we didn't get into that line that actually sped up pretty quick, probably would have been like a 20-minute wait, 25-minute wait. Yeah, it's insane. And this is without the plexiglass. They didn't have it at all. I don't know what's going on. Like you said, I think they're just being more They're looking at more stuff. When we got there, we went all the way to Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta. I had to kind of stop because the parade it was getting got a little crazy. But we were going to meet them at Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta. We had eaten already. We went to Cane's before Disneyland, so we didn't eat anything. We were just waiting for Alyssa and Michelle to get there, and Brandy and I both ordered the margarita, the watermelon margarita, with the little paleta.
Oh, yeah, that thing's good.
It's good stuff, man. It's good. I had that. We ended up walking over to. We did something in DC. I forgot what it was, but I did see that at one point that Cars was really low in weight. Radiator Springs, Radiator Racers.
Radiator Springs Racers.
Thank you. It was 65 minutes.
That's not low.
For that, it is.
55 is low.
I'll take the 10. I'll take the 10 minutes over. Alyssa is the Cars fanatic now. That's her.
What year is she born?
2004.
2005. That's like right there, dude.
Yeah. She's right.
5 years old.
Prime Cars age. Yeah. So
I forgot to bring the statistics here. I actually have notes.
She's got the Radiator Springs Spirit jersey.
Oh wow.
Brandy and I.
Oh, the new
the
neon?
new one.
Does she have the
neon.
Spirit the Loungefly?
No.
We saw someone with it with the sweater.
We bought her the Lightning McQueen Crocs for her birthday.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the light up ones.
I don't know what these are.
They're hard to get. They're on StockX.
Oof.
Yeah. But luckily Crocs had her size. Still in stock. So yeah, we got in line and it was actually kind of late already at this point. It was maybe like 8:15. We did something in the middle of there. I don't know what we did, but we did something. We waited in line and it was more than 65 minutes. Ended up being about an hour and a half wait. And it got to the point where I started noticing that everyone around me was around 18 years old because it was another grand night. I became the oldest man in the room.
It's all right.
Literally 30 people in front of me and 30 people behind me, all grand night kids. We left and it was probably like 9:30, 9:40 or so. And it was grand night, full on grand night, checking the bands.
Because of DCA.
Because I was in DCA, yeah. They were checking bands.
Yeah, that's why when we did Goofy Sky School, I'm like, anything else you want to do here? Because we're not coming back.
Yeah, grand night, it's crazy. Saw a lot of the photo ops and stuff, so I got to experience a little bit of grand night. I was trying to convince the three girls, Brandy, Alyssa, and Michelle, that I could blend in with all the 18-year-olds, and they laughed at me.
Not even close.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said, maybe that's their dad. I said, okay, I'll take it.
I feel like if you had a guitar,
maybe
you could be that guy.
Yeah. Anyways, short, decent trip.
Nice. I forgot to mention 2 cold brews. I got the cookies and cream cold brew from
Pim's.
It's back.
Okay.
I enjoyed it, especially because I did not get a dessert at Carthay. So it was like
that's a dessert,
dude. It was I had a coffee in the morning, so that was like my lunchtime coffee dessert thing. Perfect. And then we did get that confetti cold brew from the Pixar area, Troubadour Tavern, and it was fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Kimmy drank more of it than usual. She gets tired of these cold brews because of how sweet they are. But yeah, decent. It comes with a little wafer thing.
Yeah,
that's a straw. I don't know. I feel like we all have figured it out, right? Like what these cold brews are like. So yeah,
we went home not late, but Brandy still had to bake a cake for Alyssa's birthday the next day, and we had the Bark in the Park event all day Saturday. Yeah, it was hardcore. Matthew and Bree showed up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, they just launched a new
collection and
Head in the Clouds.
Yeah,
collection.
and the
Toby and Linus.
Toby and Linus, yeah. And they launched it at the event.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it was cool. It was good stuff. Shout out. They gave me a hat. I was gonna buy it, but Matthew's like, "Oh, no. Here."
I literally gave birth to my dog.
The hat I wanted. So appreciate you guys.
Cool. Yeah. So check them out at Toby and Linus for dog and human clothes. No sleeves yet. The dress has sleeves.
Yeah. Yeah.
No sleeves for men.
My uncle was like,
Unless you wear dresses. That's fine.
my uncle Sergio was like, hey, they're your friends over there? I was like, yeah. He's like, man, she looks like a disco queen.
I see it.
And I was like, yeah.
It's just the sparkly makeup and
Yeah.
the hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was like, that's fair.
Did you tell them that?
No, I didn't tell him.
I feel like that's
No, that's a compliment.
dude, someone said you look like a disco queen.
Yeah, I forgot. And I was like, well, she was on Euphoria. That's my usual go-to for Brie.
All right. Yeah, that's Matthew Serrano and Breakish. Okay. So, Rain, what time is it?
It's
Pizza time.
It's time for one last bite. Rain, as always, what is the best thing you tasted this week?
oh man, I forgot we do this.
If I forgot which button it was.
Did you? Did
Yeah,
you?
I'm all out of whack.
Yeah,
I'm all out of whack.
I'm right there with you, dude. I'm gonna give an anti shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Dude, wait.
Where
Where are you going there?
That day that everyone was texting the group that we should go do
Oh.
Buffalo Wild Wings, I was like, screw it, I'm going right
This was
now.
unlimited.
Yeah, worst experience I've ever had in my life. Did you know that they make you put a card before you start eating? Isn't that ridiculous, dude?
Dude, I've said forever that the employees are mad that you're there.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah. That I was like, she's like, oh, can I have a card to put a hold on it? And I was like, excuse me?
For what? $20 unlimited wings?
Yeah. I guess that many people walk out at beat ups. It is the Walmart of chain restaurants, dude.
Is it now?
It's really bad. I never want to step foot in one ever again. I'm
How was
good.
the food?
Horrible. It was horrible. Like that.
Was it boneless?
Yeah. The wing-
Oh, yeah, dude. Right there.
You can tell.
Did I zoom in on that
Yeah.
and send it? Yeah.
It's really? They were oversauced.
Huh.
Yeah. It was like,
Because their sauces are heavy over there.
they're real heavy. Yeah.
They're like sweet. And,
Yeah. Yeah. They brought out the wrong flavors too that I asked for.
Yeah, it's unlimited. Who cares?
It is, but I was so mad after that first round. I was like, I'm good. I don't ever want to be here again.
No drink?
Water.
I'm telling you guys.
Go to Wingstop.
No, screw Wingstop. They make me sick
$16.99.
every time.
Oh, by the way, I've been messing with full FSD, but in my car.
Oh, no.
It's scary. Don't do it.
No.
The best food that I had this week, I am going to give it to at Alyssa's birthday party. There was I don't even remember what they called. They have like a certain name for it.
I wouldn't know. I wasn't invited. I'm joking. I've met her once.
Jose, her stepdad,
Uh-huh.
his sister made like all the food for it.
Wow.
Like for the event, I guess, or for her birthday. And they had it looked like a chile colorado. So kind of like a chile verde, but it's red sauce. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so it's like just pork mixed in a bunch of sauce, like salsa. But it almost had like a mole kind of consistency, but a lighter mole. I have no idea what it was called. They called it like a guisado or something like that, which I don't think is the correct word.
No, because it's a type of taco. Right?
Yeah. But whatever that was that I ate, I had 4 plates of it. It was insane how good that stuff was. And it was mildly cold.
Huh.
And it was that good. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to that.
Dude, I'm always afraid when it's just reminding me of enchiladas. It's like a tray of enchiladas, not disgusting. The opposite of that. Dangerous for me.
Oh, I'll go in too, dude.
When Kimmy's mom makes enchiladas, she's like, I just made enchiladas. I'm not very good at it. I eat 6 or 7 of them.
Shout out to Sam's Club Mancotti, which are just Italian enchiladas.
Mm.
It's just big noodle with cheese on the inside.
Shout out to the olives in enchiladas.
Anti-shout out.
Just a little
Anti-shout
bite on top, dude. It's fine.
Oh, speaking of that, I'm going to give a big honorable mention. I'm going to go eat in Irvine. Shout out to Cozy Pine. I actually liked him more than Kevin did. Good stuff. But
Honest out of 10 rating.
a solid 8.
Solid 8?
Solid 8. I liked the drinks a lot.
I hear the food is not that great.
I had eaten before, but I had the tomato bisque, and they give it to you in a cup with like some like slop. I don't know what's in there. It was good.
They got the Costco tomato biscuit imported out for sure.
Maybe, but whatever that cloudy stuff was on the inside was really good. Whereas like, the s'mores I had were really good too. But we went to go eat at a place next door, which was called like Oliver's or something. It was an Italian place in Irvine. And they had an olive tapenade with bread to start. I'm not an olive guy. That olive tapenade just
Dude, they sell one.
off the chain, dude.
They sell one
Where?
in a jar. I think it is also Costco.
Yeah, of course.
It's really good.
Yeah.
On a baguette.
Yeah.
Oil.
Yeah.
Man.
I was like, I don't like olives, but man, this
You do.
this tapenade
It's
was-
just chopped olives in their own oil.
Yeah. And Brandy was like, ugh, more for me.
Dude.
So yeah, it was good stuff.
Nice. I want to give my honorable mention to these chili cheese fries from Douglas.
What's Douglas?
You don't know Douglas? It's like a local chain type of deal.
Yeah.
There's like 2 of them in Santa Fe Springs. Because one guy always gets it from this place called Michael's. that
Oh, I
costs
know
twice-
Michael's.
Yeah, it's like twice as much, and it's not as good. Also honorable mention to my not showing the camera, my birthday cake.
Oh
from
yeah.
work. Yeah, dude.
So-
It was tres leches, but strawberry Nesquik flavored,
Nice.
and pretty good. So, number 1. Okay. Another honorable mention. We went to Beachcomber Cafe in Crystal Cove, and my waiter just recommended this miso crusted butterfish. Some of the best fish I've ever had in a restaurant. So that was good. I'm gonna go best sweet, dude. Did you see me post this?
Oh, that looks great.
This is the Bodacious brownie.
Yeah.
Too heavy. We couldn't finish it.
Yeah.
But it's a brownie in fudge with ice cream and a bruleed marshmallow on
Nice.
top. It's in the Discord. And best drink, Carthay Mai Tai. But I am giving the best food to those pork buns because it was just like,
Exactly what you wanted.
dude, it was exactly what I thought it would be in the best way. It tasted gourmet.
Nice.
We didn't have bad food in Florida, and I love that poutine, like, but it was just like, this is
we
why
got it.
we like this place.
We have it so
have
good
it
here.
so good.
Yeah.
I was going to say end with that, but Rain, what is your next bite, finally? If we ever go back to Disneyland.
That's the question, dude. I mean, I would like to go to Paseo, back to Paseo or Centrico.
If they bring the short rib wrap.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Even then, I don't know that life. So ignorance is bliss. So
Okay.
I do want to go back. I really like the food there.
I'm just going to, just based off of a guess, I'll probably be back on the 1st. But I've been craving Palm Breeze or the Hotel Bar Lounge.
So I haven't been.
Yeah, either on Mai Tai or whatever David, if he's working at Palm Breeze, makes me. That guy knows what he's doing. Or those cheese curd fries. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's my error. But I've also been just really craving a bitter tiki drink. But I'm always craving that.
Yeah, me too.
So with that,
Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week.
see you real soon.
Bye.
Thanks for traveling with us today, and we hope you have a happy and memorable visit to the Disneyland Resort. Please lower your head, watch your step, and exit to the driver's right-hand side only.